So back-to-back drives total for the game. Ursuline 4th and 2. Villa Angelo 4th and 2 around the same spot as well, Julian. And we have 2 punts. And what last game was a very electric start against the Vikings and Ursuline. And now it's just kind of a slow defensive start, which it's just 2 drives, so we could be in for fireworks. We just don't know it yet. Back to punt is Dunmere. Takes a low punt, punts it back to which looks like Farrell. Farrell's going to stay away from it as it's going to be tracked down by a couple Vikings and rolling to the 18-yard line, picked up by Kordovich, and that's where Ursuline will start their second drive. We're going to say here, what did you see on both drives from both defenses? Because the offenses did nothing, but it looked like to me Ursuline as playing with a little more of juice without their star running back, and after last game, they might have taken Canfield a little lightly.
To be honest, like the same thing of both defenses, right? I've seen both defenses come with the juice.
with your juice, right?
They're coming here to make stops. Canfield held Ursuline, who's averaging about 40 points a game.
A little under now.
to under 20. Yeah. So that's crazy. So Villa feels like they could do the same thing.
Erickson has RPO to Farrell. Farrell drops it and was a little bit behind his receiver. But Farrell has had a little bit of issues holding on to the football as a receiver this year. We've mentioned the last few games, but that one wasn't quite where he wanted it to be. It was a little bit behind the receiver, but that's one you probably should have if you're Farrell.
Right, playoff football.
You got to make the catch on first and 10.
You got to make those catches.
Because if he catches that, that tackle's not made, he's gone.
Right.
Baylog once again in the shotgun with Erickson to his right. Back in the throw is Jack Erickson. He throws it for down the field. And his intended receiver was Farrell. He threw it into double coverage, incomplete, a little contact, but not enough to draw the flag. And it'll be 3rd and 10 for Ursuline. 2 incomplete passes intended for DC Farrell on this drive, and Ursuline comes up with 3rd and 10.
Yeah, if you're Ursuline now, right, you just want some momentum at this point.
You got trips to the bottom of the field in the formation with the lone man and Davis to the top. Baylog again in the shotgun with Erickson. Ball snapped. Erickson's looking. He throws for Taylor. Caught at the first down marker and thrown out of bounds. Actually, that was Davis, and it looks like it'll be 1st down and 10 for Ursuline. We'll see what they give him. And they're going to roll him. Actually, they walked it back a yard. And Ursuline's not happy. And Julian, because it looked like
to me, it looked like he was 2 yards ahead of the first.
It looked like Davis caught the ball at the 29, 30-yard line, but was thrown backwards. And forward progress would have given him the 1st down.
Right.
They don't get the spot. And, I mean, you wouldn't dare try a fake here because you're not going to run it on offense. Frasco was probably told, though, hey, if you have any bit of green grass, you better take it because it's only 1 yard.
Right.
And right here, they're going to take a timeout. It looks like it'll be the Vikings. Julian, we're going to, since we don't have as, much time as we might think, if Ursuline comes out with their punt unit, which looks like they will, what is C.J. Frasco going to look for in that kind of rugby-style punt that he will roll out for to maybe try going for it on 4th?
So when he's jogging out, when he receives a snap, right, he's looking to see if there's an opening, who's back there, who's not, because it's usually not even a pass. Usually, in recent years, he had Mark Manning back there.
He was really fast.
He had Matt Reardon. He's playing at Miami, Ohio right now. So, he's looking for an open space to, go to. But that's a pretty far way to go for a punter. He lines up 15 yards back.
Even if he lines up 10 yards back, it's still large. It's still long.
But Coach Roski, I feel like, is ready for it. He played Coach Reardon about 4 times the past 3 years.
It's been a lot of familiarity. Some lopsided matchups, some not.
Right.
Ball is officially at the 27 of Ursuline. So they bring the punt formation back out. And we'll see what they're probably in a safe formation. They have a man about 45-yard line near midfield. Frasco's going to roll out. Frasco's going to look, and Frasco's going to take off for it. Frasco cuts back. Frasco has the 1st down. C.J. Frasco at the 30-yard line. He made a cut, and he got the 1st down.
That's a big-time play in a big-time game. Right.
And that was a snap decision from Frasco because it looked like he was going to punt that ball. He decided to keep it, and if he didn't make that cut, he didn't have the 1st down, and he made that smart cut, Julian.
Right. And I don't think he's done that all year, actually. So what better way now to do it than now?
And back in the backfield, we have 2 running backs back there for Erickson. Davis, Dunlow. Davis came back there, but you have Dunlow and Baylog, both to each side of Jack Erickson. It's going to be a handoff to Tyreek Dunlow. Ty Dunlow gets about 1 yard, but Laundry flies on the field. It's going to be a penalty. We'll see who they throw it on. It's going to be a false start or illegal formation on Ursuline.
A little confusion on that play. We
And they're
seen Davis in the slot.
backing Ursuline up 5 yards, and that's probably where the penalty came from then.
Yeah.
He was kind of confused where he wanted to go, and you can't have 5 in the backfield. You already have your 3 in the quarterback and the 2 running backs.
Right.
And you have 2 off the line of scrimmage. That's backfield technically. So
Yeah, illegal motion.
yeah, and so we're going to have first, and it's actually declined by Coach Rotsky. So it's going to be 2nd and 9 from the 31. Do you like the decline there?
Yeah.
Hand off to Baylog. Baylog keeps it up the middle. Baylog has a hole, and Baylog gets the first down to the 42-yard line. Joe Baylog giving Ursuline fans a little look at the future for next year to see what they're going to get in their running back. He'll be a senior next year, and the junior right now picked up the first down for Ursuline on an offensive play. Quick pass to Liam Bruno in the slot, and Liam Bruno was undercut a yard behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 1.
Yeah, you know, Baylog is great with those zone runs, right? He's a one-cut type of back. So.
And this Ursuline offense got me off guard with the quick tempo. I wasn't ready to call the next play.
Yeah, they're already lined up now.
Baylog back there again, trips to the bottom of the formation. Keeper for Erickson. Erickson makes a cut, and he will get hardly anything. Another flag on the field. And this was another one you might think Rotsky will decline and bring up 3rd and long. And they're going to call
holding, I feel like.
Holding on Ursuline. So this is one you're going to have to call back because it's 10 yards. You can't just decline it and make it 3rd and 10. 2nd and 20, you still got to get 10 yards on that play yourself. And now 2nd and officially probably 21 as it backs them up 10 yards. Brings them to their own 33. And I don't know, Julian, are you doing another quick screen pass or a run to try making it 3rd and manageable? And you might not have time to answer that because they're about to snap the ball.
I don't know about a screen, but something quick, definitely.
Something quick.
You have a lot of playmakers.
Easy kind of completion if you do something.
Right. They can make it anything into, like, a big play. So
Erickson gets a snap, looking to throw. He fires. He has Farrell over the middle. Farrell catches it past midfield in about 2 yards, maybe a yard short of the first down marker in the Villa Angela territory. And it's going to be 3rd down and 1 to go. 20 yards, no problem for D.C. Farrell.
Yeah, he just fit it right down the seam.
And he was wide open, Erickson. Hand off to Baylog. Baylog gets it, and he is thrown down to the 43-yard line. They're going to give him the 44 officially and brings him first and 10 for Ursuline. Quickly going again. Coach Reardon giving the signals with Coach Frasco on the sideline. I'm sure Coach DeSantis is boiling up something for 1st and 10. Quick RPO, quick pass, caught. 36-yard line. And it's going to be a pickup of it looks about 9 yards almost. 2nd and 3. Hand off to Baylog again. Baylog just to the first down marker, and he'll move the chains. 1st and 10 once again for Ursuline. And this quick tempo was getting Villa caught off guard. 2 quick RPOs, and then a run for Baylog. Once again, Erickson on the keeper. Erickson going to be stood up, and he might have lost the yard. Bring up 2nd and 11. And we have a weird angle on this side of the field. We'll have a perfect angle on the opposite side when Villa's driving in this first quarter. But 6:17 in remaining, a scoreless game here in the first quarter. Ursuline on the move just outside the red zone. Do a handoff to Baylog around the outside. Baylog has a hole. Baylog to the 20-yard line, just about 5 yards shy of the first down marker. Actually, they get a first down, and the angle kind of playing with me right now as he got the first down on the run. Erickson getting Villa to jump off sides, and that's a free 5 yards for Ursuline. And now it's 1st and 5, and now I can kind of get to you. Are you taking a shot here since it's 1st and short?
Honestly, I'm going with the hot hand. You know, I'm feeding Baylog again. I feel like he found his rhythm now.
Because then you feel like if you don't get a completion on 1st down, you feel like you need yards on 2nd. Hand off to Baylog again. Baylog has a hole, and Joe Baylog's going to scamper into the end zone. A touchdown for Ursuline to start the scoring off in this one. Joe Baylog takes it from 20 yards out, and no Christian Lynch. Apparently no problem on that drive. I mean, Christian Lynch, he's a heck of a player, but Joe Baylog, a good start to this one. And let's make it clear. We're not saying anything about Christian Lynch in the negative. We're just saying no Christian Lynch hasn't affected the run game so far. but it's a long football game.
Right, the appearances that Balog made like earlier on in the season,
He looked good. He looked like that.
Yeah.
But now you see it in a more blown-up motion. Ursuline in that muddle huddle motion. Farrell at quarterback. Little toss, incomplete in the end zone, and now 6-0 is the lead for Ursuline after the failed 2-point conversion attempt. Farrell was at the quarterback spot and made an incomplete pass in the end zone intended for what looked like to be Davis. So first scoring drives off the field, and Ursuline gets 6. They haven't converted a 2-1 conversion in a while, Jolene. Do you like them to keep going back to that? Because right now they'll probably kick the extra point after this, but they usually try their first score with a 2-1 conversion.
Oh, yeah, because at the end of the day, I love the mindset of Coach Reardon. He definitely plays to win. We talked about last game, like, the difference between playing to win and playing not to lose.
And we saw Coach Pavlansky play not to lose on that 3rd and 21 punt.
Yeah, I didn't even see him go for 2 on the last play of the game, even my senior year, right, versus kicking the extra point. So that's one thing I love about it.
And we mentioned Balog, about 220 rushing yards coming into the season, about a fourth of that on that drive, and probably had 50 total rushing yards that drive, a couple 10-yard carries and that 20-yard touchdown to finish the drive off and give Ursuline a 6-0 lead. So kicking it off from the 40-yard line will be Gavin Sidoris. Back deep for the Vikings is a singular man in Jackson, but there are 2 up men at the 20, and they'll probably kick it away from Jackson, but you don't want to kick it out of bounds trying to keep it away from a dynamic player, because then they get the ball at the 40-yard line.
I mean, I'm sure Coach Rossi watched a lot of film, seen a lot of the pooch kicks, a lot of the onside kicks. So
probably has some guys up there that can return the ball.
Right.
Sidoris ready to kick, and he will kick this one off. Little wobbler to Jackson around the 11-yard line. He's taking it. He has a big hole around the outside. Jackson trying to get up to midfield, and he's going to be down at the 34. And, that was just poor kickoff coverage from the Irish. Immediately, we saw he had the whole right side to himself.
Yeah, it must have been worse, to be honest.
It could have been a lot worse. It must have been a misconfiguration on a play, because Jackson's not a guy you want to give a whole sideline and then some to.
Right, we don't see that a lot from Ursuline, right? They don't skip that phase of the game.
But here's Ursuline's. That might be, if there's any Achilles heel for this Ursuline team, it might be special teams. They've had some returns against them this year. But Villa-Angela on their side, Stupel leads the offense back out on Ursuline's 33. But you need to get a first down before you can think about punching it in from 33 yards out. We'll see what the junior quarterback Stupel can do. That's Kylan Stupel, 6'2", 215. And we talked about him last time we saw him. We were impressed. He can run. He's got a strong arm. He is not the most accurate quarterback, which comes with reps and progression and just getting a better feel for the offense.
Yeah, that's definitely going to play a factor, too, like with the weather, right? So
it's a little cold. It's not rainy, but it's a little cold.
Yeah.
Got man in the backfield to his left. Ursuline jumping off sides, and that is, I believe that's Davis. And Davis had 2 big tackle for losses last game against Canfield. He's a sophomore, and he jumps off sides there and moves the ball 5 yards forward to now 1st and 5. 1st and 5 from the 28-yard line. QB keeper for Stupel. He follows his blockers, and he's going to be tackled down around the 24-yard line. He falls forward about 2nd down and 1. This is a spot for Villa-Angela to want to take a shot on 2nd down and 1 in Ursuline territory.
Probably not at DC Farrell, because he did have interception against them in the regular season.
Multiple times teams have targeted Farrell on bigger receivers. Hand off to Jackson. Jackson makes a couple cuts, and Jackson staying on his feet. He's going to be dragged down, but not before he gets the first down to the 21-yard line. And it brings up 1st down and 10, just on the fringe of the red zone. 4:55 and counting remaining in this first quarter.
Good for an Irish first down. Check that. Good for a Viking first down.
Stupel under center with an I formation. He's looking to throw, and it's going to be low. Catch made after a 3-yard catch to the 18-yard line. Bring up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, that's the second hitch we've seen from Stupel today. So they're definitely taking advantage of the cushion that the Irish corners are giving them. Wildcat.
Wildcat, and you have Jackson in the shotgun. looking to run, looking for that hole, and he's going to go nowhere. Got back to the line of scrimmage. It might have given him about a tenth of a yard, but he got nothing more. And it's now 3rd down and 7. A.J. Snyder, credit him on the tackle. Snyder made our all-YSN team. He's a sophomore, and he's had a really good year following up that pretty solid freshman campaign he posted last year.
Right. And if I'm DC Farrell on this play, right, 3rd and long, I'm looking for the shot with
Quarterback right there.
6'4", right,
And
6'4" target.
St. View's threw 2 interceptions to Farrell trying to target a 6'4" player.
Yeah.
So teams know they can't
So
just
did
get it
Villa.
to him. Villa Stupel looking to throw. Pass. Caught by Kordovich. Tackle down at the 14. It'll be short of the first down marker. A big 4th down coming up for the Vikings. It'll be 4th and 2. And Coach Rotsky is going to have to drop a play here because 2 yards has not been a guarantee on a run for them so far.
Right, if I'm Coach Roski, I'm probably going with the hitch. You know, you've been killing with the hitches that's 3 in the last, 2 drives.
You got completions. Maybe a hitch and go if you want to get them off guard because all they need is 2 yards.
And the smaller defensive backs are going to give them that respect.
Under center in the I formation, Stupel trying to draw off sides. Hands it up. Keeper for Stupel. He's looking to throw. Back of the end zone. Incomplete. Turnover on downs. C.J. Frasco in coverage. And C.J. Frasco picking up that first down on Ursuline's last drive. And Frasco was a little turned around. It was Jackson out of the back of the end zone. I like the play design, Julian. A play action, and they did a wheel route with Bo Jackson. And Frasco had to come over last minute. And the throw was not a bad throw. But Frasco kind of jumped in the air and kind of waved his arms and kind of half turned his head, which it wasn't interference. But if that ball would have been accurate, Jackson would have to come back for the ball, and it would have been interference. But the ball was to his right. He couldn't come back for the ball and complete. Erickson, 1st down and 10, looking to throw down the field for Farrell, and he's through the hands of DC Farrell at the 44-yard line.
And that could have been a 1.
And a second drop for Ursuline's Farrell. And I heard a story once about Jerry Rice, and he had a problem early in his career with drops, right? He carried a football everywhere he went, shower, bed, anywhere.
Yeah.
Out to eat. Never dropped the ball the rest of his life. Of course he did. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He rarely dropped the ball the rest of his life. He's a Hall of Famer. And maybe Farrell should take that into account. I mean, he does a lot of things well, but so far in this game he's had a problem catching the football. 2nd down and 10 from their own 13. Ursuline has Baylog in the backfield. They give to Baylog. Baylog slips the tackle. Baylog spins, and Baylog's still going and thrown down at the 20-yard line. Joe Baylog, I don't know how he got out of that sea of white in the middle of the field, spun loose, and he almost broke that because he had a man on his waist. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Baylog up the middle. Baylog breaks the 1st down. Baylog thrown down at the 30-yard line. And Joe Baylog showing why Ursuline's giving him the reps they're giving him.
Yeah.
You don't be a state title contender with a scrub as a backup running back.
Exactly. And you see the confidence he's gaining from these great
Feed the odd hand. Little option to Baylog. Baylog has a little hole. Baylog spins out of the tackle, but that's going to be a holding on the outside. And they're going to throw it. And, a lot of the times, referees, you hear the, I don't know if it's true or not, but the stereotype that they don't like the private schools. But this is a battle of 2 private schools. So you can't show favoritism over one.
Neutral site, too.
And that's how you know there is no, favoritism on one side. Unless one of these refs went to one of the schools or they have a disliking for an undefeated team, we don't know. But that's a penalty on a holding, and it's going to bring them back 10 yards to the 20-yard line. So it was 1st and 10 from the 30. Now it's 1st and 20 from the 20. Trip to the top of the formation. Keeper for Erickson. He's following his lead blocker in Baylog, and he's going to get nothing. And that was unsuccessful on that run. And the kind of momentum that Ursuline had with Joe Baylog, because he had that big, it was about a 7-8 yard run on that last play on 2nd and short. But now, on 1st and 10, but now Erickson couldn't quite get anything on 1st down. Erickson looking to throw.
The rush coming, too.
Toss down the field for Taylor, and it's going to be nearly intercepted at midfield. A really good play by Christian Chase. The safety came over and had the interception in his hands. and he couldn't quite corral it. Brings up 3rd and 20, and there's really not many plays in the playbook for 3rd down and 20. And are you just going to run this ball and keep it safe? Especially after last play.
I don't know if they're going to run it, but definitely not take a shot, I feel like.
Unless he's wide open. And they're sending a blitzer for Baylog. Baylog going to be stood up at the 20. And the crowd wants a flag, and that's kind of one of those. They've called it last game, quite honestly, against Villangelo when they played Ursuline, a late flag, and that might have been one you could have thrown a flag. But I think the refs have been pretty adamant so far with their calls. They aren't going to call that chippy stuff. I think Baylog might have embellished it a little there. He got pushed for sure at the end, but he kind of fell to the ground to try getting the flag.
I mean, I feel like they expect a chippy game, right? We seen the Ursuline and Canfield one. It's very intense.
And this is very similar with
this was probably bigger.
This one might be even bigger. Snap to Frasco. I don't think we're going to fake it here as he boots it down to the 40-yard line to Kordovich, and Kordovich almost touches it and then stumbles out of the way. The ball bounces to the 34-yard line, and that's where the Vikings will start their next drive. Kordovich, if he would have tried catching that ball, he probably muffs it because he was walking backwards, stumbling backwards, and Ursuline could have had a big special teams play. Instead, it's 1st and 10 for the Vikings. And there's just 18 seconds left to go in the first quarter. We'll give you some score updates from other teams. We have about Lowville, South Range, Mineral Ridge still playing. Right now, Mineral Ridge is tied at 7 after a touchdown from Ian Erb. Garfield trailing Perry 7-0 right now. Canton South up on West Branch 7-0 as well. So we have Stupel back out there with the Villa offense with Jackson in the backfield. Actually, excuse me, that is Powell. Amani Powell takes the handoff from Stupel, looking for a hole, and he is going to try getting the edge, and he is going to be thrown down out of bounds at the 45-yard line, but he gets the first down. And Amani Powell, we saw it last game, he's only 5'7", 145, but he was the starter for most of last year because Jackson got hurt a lot last year. Now, his first carry of the game results in a first down on 11 yards. 9 seconds remaining in this first quarter, and that might be the last play of the first quarter, depending on if Villa wants to get another playoff, Julian. The clock will roll in a second.
Looks like they're going to get another playoff.
They probably will. Coach Rotsky sending the play call a little late. Clock still stopped. Snap is off. Keeper for Stupel. Stupel looking for the outside, and he's going to get pushed out of bounds after about a gain of 1. Going to say 2nd and 9. 2 seconds remaining. Called a gain of 4, rather. Excuse me. He got past that marker, and my eyes are tricking me again with this angle, but we'll be good. I'll figure it out. We'll be 2nd down and 6 now. And the clock usually runs after they stop the clock on a play unless it's inside a couple minutes of the halves. But they usually run it after they set the ball again if it's not the last couple minutes of the half. Shotgun for Jackson. This is the last play of the first quarter, and Jackson's going to be thrown down about maybe half a yard short of the first down marker, and it's going to be 3rd and a matter of inches. And that's going to end the first quarter here. Ursuline leads 6-0 over Cleveland Villangelo St. Joseph in the regional semifinal here from Arlington, Ohio.
De-stress, de-ache, detoxify after a long, stressful day. Calm your mind, relax your body. You deserve it. With prices starting as low as $89 per month, anyone can afford the spa or sauna of their dreams at Burnett Pool Spas and Hot Tubs.
Burnett Pools, we've got it all.
House troubles can attack anytime. When trouble strikes, call Mighty Mike. Your hometown hero is on his way. HVAC causing havoc? Has your furnace...
Back here on YSN Live, and from Ursuline's 48-yard line, Ursuline looking to get a stop on 3rd and 1, and they're going to QB sneak it with Stupel, and he will get it. And that's like that tush-push, brotherly love kind of thing. Doesn't really matter. You're not going to stop it more times than not.
6'2", 215, and he has a good size to him.
Three on that game. First down. Powell the handoff. Tries left tackle. Swallowed up.
And Powell is not going to get anything this time. That's the downside of being a little smaller, is you can't get out of those bigger arm tackles from the D linemen. You can slip through them, but you can't out-tough them. And now it brings up 2nd down and 10. Davis on the tackle, and that's the first time we've called his name tonight, other than the penalty that he had on that illegal shift or motion, whatever they would want to roll it. Because we saw the false start signal, which means about 3 different things in football.
Crushment.
And Villa's not playing into what Ursuline does and run the football and do it quickly. They're going to run it, but they're going to take their time and try to shorten this game up with the possessions. Hasn't happened so far. But 2nd and 10 with Stubel under center, looking to throw. He's looking Farrell's way. He has him with a double move, and that ball's going to be incomplete. Dropped at the 10-yard line. A good throw has a touchdown for Kordovich, but Stupel underthrew that ball, and credit Farrell for not giving up and fighting to jar that ball loose, because Kordovich caught it originally, but going to the ground, Kordovich couldn't hold on.
Yeah, Stubel.
Got him with a double move.
If he puts that out there, out in front of him,
that's a touchdown.
Right, we're saying something different now.
Right, we're saying that it's 6-6, and extra point takes the lead for Villa.
Right.
Instead, 10:58 remaining in the 2nd quarter, 3rd and 10 from Ursuline's 43, and Kordovich got Farrell with the double move because they've been running those hitches.
Yeah.
And they thought they were running a hitch again on 2nd and long.
And he went under center too.
And that's a good job, resulting in having success with those hitches. Get you a potential double move, and it got him a good play.
The hitch is coming here.
Little screen pass to the receiver, and nothing happening. A gain of a yard. Zagella makes it 4th and 9, and if you're the Vikings,
how about he fell down on that play and got up and made the tackle?
Very good. And Dunlow, we're not surprised. If anyone makes that play, okay, good effort. But Dunlow, it's a good effort, but you're just not surprised by it. And now that being a 4th and 9, maybe in the regular season, Villa goes for this, but this is the playoffs. You do not want to risk. You don't want to risk something where it turns into Ursuline getting the ball near midfield.
I can see it though.
Back to punt is Dunmere. Expecting the fake. A low snap behind. Dunmere trying to pick it up, and he falls on it at the 32-yard line. Ursuline has the ball in Villa territory, and Ursuline, I'm sure, wanted to scoop that ball up, but they'll take the ball well into Viking territory. And that is what special teams will do. Villa couldn't capitalize on their big return from Jackson earlier in the 1st quarter, and this time Ursuline has a chance to capitalize in the exact same spot off a mishap from Villa Angela.
Yeah, definitely if you're Villa, right, you can't make mistakes like that in a big-time game.
Especially trailing.
Yeah, we see Ursuline, well-disciplined team. They don't really make mistakes. So.
And when they do, it hasn't affected them a whole lot this year.
Right, great offense, too. It's just –
we'll see what Joe Baylog and Erickson have in store for us now. Low snap this time. Erickson on the keeper, looking for the edge, and he will get nothing. And he loses about 4 yards on 1st down. Actually, they rolled officially at the 34, so they only loses about 3 yards. And Jack Erickson brings his offense into a 2nd and 13 situation. And that was probably a keeper anyway, but the low snap kind of threw off the timing. 2nd down and 14 yards to go. Dunlow and Baylog in the backfield. Little RPO, throw over the middle and a little beyond his receiver, and Farrell incomplete, brings up 3rd and long, and this is 4-down territory for Ursuline unless you don't get anything here. Even then, you still might go for it, considering this is around the same starting field position that Villa's had the first couple drives. Other than the big kick return, Villa's had a pretty good job. Ursuline's done a pretty good job limiting Villa's field position. We'll see. This is probably a play where you're not okay, if the first down's there, you take it, but you're playing to get at least half its back. So in the backfield is Baylog. Got 2 top and bottom of the formation. Erickson looking to throw. Here's the blitz. He throws and intercepted at the 31. A heck of an interception. Ball at the 45-yard line, 50 out of bounds at the 50-yard line. At the very least, this would be an interception and a block in the back on Villa Angela. Maybe a pass interference call, but it probably is going to be a block in the back or a holding on the return. And Julian, what do you think this penalty is?
I feel like it's a block in the back. We kind of seen it up here with Davis.
And this is a block in the back that's around the 31-yard line. We'll back them up 10, 15 yards, and it'll be poor field position for the Vikings. Coach Reardon wanted the pass interference there, but that's just a defender going for the football, Julian.
Right.
There was contact, but he ran into Davis's back going for the football.
Yeah.
If it's incomplete, you might see a different story. You might see it, but since he got the football, they called it an interception. And Jack Erickson, 2 interceptions in 2 games so far against this Viking squad. And they are going to back it up. Going to call holding, blocking it back rather, on the Vikings. And they are going to put it at the 28-yard line. And they must have called it at the 33-yard line. And it's only a 5-yard penalty because they're at Ursuline's. They're at their own 28, Julian.
Yeah, one thing we see from Villa this game, too, is, like, they're going straight man-to-man, you know. They're not showing the Irish receivers, like, a whole lot of respect like we see from other teams, too.
And for Ursuline, at least the ball's not at midfield. Villa has 72 yards to go. Powell in the backfield to the left of Jackson, now to the right. Little mix-up in formation. The Wildcat, little power, and handed off and brought down to the 32-yard line, maybe the 33. And do you think you're seeing a lot more Wildcat from Villa Angelo right now because of the success that Canfield had last week early on against Ursuline in the Wildcat?
Oh, definitely. You know, Scotty Eaton had, like, a whole bunch of success.
I don't think we saw that many.
Even Danny English.
I don't think we saw as many carries in the first meeting between the two from Jackson and the Wildcat as we have seen so far. And there's just 8:50 remaining to go in the second quarter. There's been a couple, but there's already been 4 or 5 right here. 2nd and 5 from the 33. This time, Supel is under center. Jackson in motion. He's going to do a little fake pitch, and Galloway snuffed that out. Galloway on the hunt. Galloway trying to bring down Supel. He breaks his ankles. He's looking to throw. Going to be caught at the 45 and down the sideline and brings it into Ursuline territory at the 45-yard line. And Supel, I mean, if he doesn't make Galloway miss, that's a sack or maybe even a thrown away. Instead, it's a first down, and that's the kind of play.
Right, had a 30-yard play.
That's a play that can swing momentum, can swing a drive. You throw an incomplete pass there, you're on 3rd and 5. You have to get 5 yards. Right there, you're in Ursuline territory now.
Can I just say one thing?
Go ahead.
You know, I'm so amazed for, like, the amount of times that they're going under center. We never really see this. I love that.
You only see that from teams that are wing T.
Right.
The power
Nowadays.
run teams. Power run teams, you figure you're starting back 2-3 yards behind the line of scrimmage, maybe 4. And you snap the ball back, and you hand it off. That takes a couple seconds.
Because we see a lot of quarterbacks even in the NFL that really don't know how to take a snap.
Exactly, because nowadays in college, you never see that.
Exactly.
And it's no pro-style offense. And so
good for Stubel.
Good
for
good for Villa Angelo. They're doing all that stuff. Good for Stubel and their pro-style kind of offense considering. It was a really good job by Stubel to make the scramble, and that was out of that under center formation, and they had everyone but Galloway fold. They even had Galloway fold a little bit, but he made it ground.
Yeah.
But then he got Galloway falling with a little ankle breaker. Power for Stubel. Stubel up the middle. Stubel gets a first down, but he is going to be getting a holding call on the Vikings. And for a team that, yes, they can throw the ball, but they aren't begging to be in 3rd and long situations. No one is, and they aren't really built for 3rd and long situations. They're built for 3rd and medium. If you're going to get them in 3rd down, because they can throw and run the ball on 3rd and medium.
Right, and you can't make mistakes like that because at the end of the day, this Ursuline offense can score at will.
Because now it's 1st and 20. What happens if you get less than 5 yards here and you bring up 2nd and 16 or longer? You need half those yardage back on 2nd down, or you're going to be throwing, obviously, on 3rd down.
Right, once you get from behind on this team, right, it's hard to get back on top. We've seen one time where Ursuline trailed this whole season.
And that was against Canfield. They trailed against Villa the first drive because Villa got the ball first. But at half, the first time they trailed at half was last game. Hand off to Powell. Powell spins, and he is dragged down in the backfield. First met by Jarrell Galloway, finished off by Angelo Angelilli. A.J. Snyder also on the assisted tackle. And 2 sophomores and the senior in there. And that just kind of is a euphemism, I guess, for what this Ursuline team can do. As we see Dante Walker on the sideline here for Ursuline, a former All-State running back, and he's at YSU. Although I think he won all state as a linebacker. Either way, he was a heck of a play. He was a heck of a player.
Sorry, though. He
played both
back
ways.
here.
Stubel looking to throw. Quick hitcher out to Kordovich, and he is going to be nearly tackled, brought down. Now going to be third down and 11. Missed tackle from Farrell. Went for the ankles. Didn't get it. Cleaned up by Davis and Frasco. And it's going to bring up 3rd and 11 at the Ursuline 46-yard line. And this has got to be another intermediate throw, because unless you want to go some kind of – unless you feel like you're going to run it on 4th down, and unless you're going to go for it on 4th down, you're throwing it here.
Usually I would say aim for half the sticks and see if you get more, but it's the playoffs.
If you're at Ursuline's 40-yard line or closer on 3rd and 10, you might run it. But when you're close to midfield, it's probably not 4-down territory unless you get a lot of yards.
It's championship ball now, so like
Powell in the backfield, the shotgun rolling out. Pressure coming on Stupel, thrown down the field. And incomplete. Right there was Ray Jarvie, the freshman. And talk about Ray Jarvie. He's gotten in a little bit this year. He's played a couple meaningful snaps throughout the year. But to put him in this situation, he must have really made an impression throughout the year for Ursuline to put him in a 3rd down and 11 situation.
Right.
An obvious passing situation. He did get beat. Let's not act like he played perfect coverage. But the ball being underthrown was a really good job. And I think with Stupel this game, he's either overthrowing or underthrowing.
I mean, the weather definitely plays a factor.
He needs
It's
to find
really
that happy
cold.
medium.
His hands.
You can't get a good feel for how hard you're throwing.
Right.
Here's a snap and nearly blocked. Fair catch called by Farrell and caught at the 16-yard line. That's where Ursuline will start their next possession. We'll be back here on YSN Live from Alliance, Ohio in Marlington High School.
Change. This one word can make you break out in a cold sweat. But with change comes wisdom, experience, and understanding. At Myers Family Insurance, we can help make changes in Medicare, insurance, and retirement a positive experience for you and your family. We've gone through changes, like our new office and new faces to help.
And back here on YSN, short break. Erickson leads out the Irish offense with Baylog to his right. Hand off to Baylog to start the drive, and Baylog surges forward to the 20-yard line, and he gets a pickup of 4 to make it 2nd and 6. And it looks like Ursuline quick tempo once again, and Villangela barely getting set. Another handoff to Baylog. He's up the middle, and he maybe got a yard. I don't think he got anything. It's going to bring up 3rd and 6 officially. And this is not a bad spot for Ursuline. You don't want 3rd downs, obviously. But 3rd and 6, I mean, you throw it short of the sticks, you can get the 1st down.
Right, as good as Ursuline's been playing, they're still only up by 6.
You can't get sloppy. The Erickson interception wasn't a bad throw by Erickson. It was a good hitch route. It just was really good coverage. It's really good coverage. Man in motion's Farrell. Give him on the jet sweep. He cuts back. He's still going. Farrell looking for the edge, and Farrell's going to be thrown down at the 15-yard line. Loses
potential holding
whole
penalty.
5 yards, and either way, it's 3rd down. That will be declined.
Yeah, take it a 4th.
And they're going to bring it 4th down and 12 to go for Ursuline. And actually, it looked like that was a pre-snap penalty on Ursuline. So it won't be 4th down. It'll be 3rd down and 12. Actually, they actually do decline it, because you can decline a penalty if it's a legal shift. You can decline a legal shift even if the play was run. So now it's 4th and 12. DC Farrell got out of a bunch of tackles and then couldn't get the edge, because this Villa team has a lot of speed. And as fast as Farrell is, even if you're, a Division I recruit, speed doesn't matter if you're just trying to get the edge.
Right.
And he didn't get the edge there.
They hit the right angle.
And here comes Frasco. He's at the 1-yard line to punt. He's stepping up in a long line drive punt. And it's going to take a Ursuline bounce into Villa territory, and it'll fall down at the 46-yard line. Good field position for the Vikings when we return.
The relief you've been looking for is here. We promote the body's natural self-healing. The power of care is nothing without hope, and our acupuncture treatments were created with true healing in mind. Find your hope at Meridian Healthcare.
Going the extra mile means doing more for the people who matter most to you. It's how you take care of your family and how you care for yourself. How hard you work on the job and how hard you play with others.
And we are back here on your sports network. Tim Corso, Julian Johnson, 6-0 Ursuline leading Villa Angela St. Joseph with 4:42 left to go. in the first half. Remember, Villa does get the ball to start the second half, so I'm sure they would like to get on the board here before halftime.
Yeah, and your turn.
Jackson in the Wildcat in the shotgun with Powell to his left. Double dip. Power for Jackson. Jackson had a hole for a little bit. That closed quickly. He got to the Ursuline 49 and not much else, but that's a gain of 5, and that's what you want. 5 yards on first down, can't complain. And brings up second down, 5 yards to go. And right now, we're going to see Wildcats still for Jackson. And they're just trying to run this clock down. They want to make this the last possession of the quarter, score, get the ball back. We'll see if that goes Coach Rotsky's way. Jackson again, power to the left side. He has a little bit of room, and he is undercut to the 47, and he had about a first down and then some if he didn't get undercut right there. But Bo Jackson looked like C.J. Frasco made the tackle, undercut him, and he's all over the field. And that brings up third down and 3 yards to go. 4 down territory, you'd have to imagine here. Under center, Stupel tries getting offsides. Handoff up the middle for Powell. Powell has a hole. Powell has the first down and more, and he's inside the Ursuline 40 to the 38-yard line. A first down and a big, timely first down run for Amani Powell. Hasn't had many runs like that so far today, but if there was ever a time for it, it was on third down and 3. Once again, another handoff to Powell. This time, Powell doesn't get much. Actually, he broke through the tackles, and he does get the first down.
Great second effort from Powell.
And he looked like he got stopped originally, but he jolted forward, and that's a couple missed tackles that Ursuline just can't afford.
Yeah, arm tackles isn't going to cut it in the playoffs right now.
Even against a small kid like him, he's fast. He can slip out of those.
Right. Explosive.
2nd and 1, actually, from the 29. 2:50 and counting to go in this first half. The Vikings threatening. They've had the ball in the red zone once before, and they're trying to get it in there for a second time.
Change it backs, too.
Little power to Jackson. Jackson does have the first down, and he gets more yards, and he's still going. He's pushing the pile,
oh my God.
And Bo Jackson falls down to the 13-yard line. They give him the 14 officially. And that was Bo Jackson and his line. And that's a weight room thing right there. You got pushed 5 yards, and they had the first down regardless, but now they're in the 15, inside the 15-yard line. Timeout, probably on Ursuline, and this is what they need. They need to get their defense off the field, like you said, regroup, and say, you know what? They have 4 plays here. They have 4 downs to get a touchdown. They're going to still try running the ball. But I wouldn't be surprised if on 1st and 10, since they don't have to get all 14 yards to get the touchdown, you can get 10 yards. You can get 10 yards and still have a first down and goal. I wouldn't be surprised on first down, Julian, if they did some kind of play-action bootleg, try getting Ursuline committed to the run, either get a wide-open run on the scramble for Stubel or a pass wide open to the back of the end zone.
Definitely I could see them going back to that backside fade like they did earlier.
It's worked. Other than the time that Galloway snuffed it out, it didn't work in terms of what they wanted to happen.
Right.
Stubel just made a heck of a play, and he got a first down. Excuse me. We do have 1st and 10 from the Ursuline 14-yard line, 2:21. So the news for Ursuline is, yes, even if Villa scores a touchdown here, and they get the ball after half, you have time potentially to score again. We'll see how much time is left after this Viking drive if they score. But we'll see what the Coach Roski offense is going to do. Got Stubel under center. He's going to hand it off to Powell. This time Powell still on his feet. He is inside the 10 to about the 9-yard line, 5 yards on first down. That's a recipe for success every time. And they give him officially the 10, actually. They move it back a yard. So 2nd down and 6. Timeout. Oh, no timeout. They stop the clock. They want to roll.
To reset the ball.
Ball is at the clock is rolling. 2:15 and counting. Handoff up the middle and thrown down shy of the 5 to about the 6 or 7. We'll see where they give him. Either way, it is 3rd down and short. It's definitely 4 down territory. They'll give him to the 7-yard line. John Frangos on the tackle makes it 3rd and 4. Now, 2 run plays here, I'd imagine. At least 1 right here on 3rd down. Stubble trying to
I
get
can
Ursuline
definitely
to
see a
jump
stretch
off.
here, or even a hitch.
We'll see what they do.
I can definitely see a hitch on this play.
They've had no problem running the last few plays, at least on this drive, that even for the Vikings. He loses the football on the turf, and Ursuline has the football. And you can hear the clapping of the fans, and that was self-inflicted penalties. I don't know if Jeff Rotsky has any hair left, but if he does, he is pulling it out right now.
Yeah, you can see it.
It was 3rd down and 4 from Ursuline 7-yard line. You've gotten 5 yards every carry on this drive.
Again, one of the keys to the game for Villa is finish drives.
And that's exactly what they did not do twice inside the red zone, 0 for 2. And that is huge for Ursuline because now you have the ball 1st and 10 from your own 8. Hand off to Ty Dunlow. Dunlow rumbles forward to the 11-yard line. And that's going to be a good 3-yard gain. It brings up 2nd and 7. And we'll see if Villa takes their timeouts, and they will. And the Vikings are hoping for a 3-and-out. If they don't get a 3-and-out, those timeouts won't matter. But Ursuline knows, hey, if we bust a big play here, Villa called a timeout already. We still have time. Julian, so Ursuline, they obviously don't want to, they're fine taking this lead in the half. You know, they want to score, but they're not going to be ignorant to the fact that they can't turn the ball over deep in their own territory.
See, I really don't think they're satisfied with the lead, you know, because at the end of the day, Villa gets the ball at half, and they prove that they can move the ball too as well. So I see them taking a lot of quick shots because at the end of the day, this Irish offense could take a 3-yard pass into a touchdown. Like, we always see that.
We've seen that. And so far, I mean, if you have this Ursuline offense that's been doing well so far, they have turned it over once, but you know you can do anything. But Villa, think about it. We talked about self-inflicted penalties, and you were getting 5 yards every carry on that Ursuline drive. You got more than 5 on multiple carries. You had 3rd and 4. You felt, okay, we get 5 yards every carry pretty much on this drive. We need 5 yards in 2 carries basically, and then you lose the snap on all Stubble, and that's the problem with under center. You can botch the snap.
Especially in a cold game like this.
Keeper from Erickson up the middle, and Erickson will get down to the 15-yard line, and he is a couple yards short of the 1st down. Actually, they will be 2 yards short of the 1st down. A few yards short, rather, not 2, excuse me. Jack Erickson got the ball to their own 15, Julian, correct? And it's going to be 3rd down and 3 yards to go. The sticks are at the 18 of Ursuline. A minute 19 left to go in this 2nd quarter of play. And Ursuline's going to run it again. They're going to force Villa to take all their timeouts. Plus, you know it's 3rd and 3. You know you can score. You know you can convert on 3rd and 3. You got 7 on the last play and 3rd on the 1st play. Almost 7, excuse me. So the confidence is there. I would give it to Joe Baylog here because you don't want to throw an incompletion and give Villa the ball with a timeout in the minute 19 left.
Honestly, definitely, like, backed up on your own end zone, you want to take what you can get.
Exactly. And we'll see exactly what the play call is. They do have Baylog and Dunlow in the backfield. We'll see if they turn Dunlow into a blocker. They do. Baylog up the middle. Baylog loses some yards.
And he's behind the line of scrimmage.
Lost a yard to the 14, and the timeout will be taken by Coach Rotsky potentially, and they're going to let this clock run down.
He doesn't have any. Yeah.
And they have no timeouts left, excuse me. They used one already earlier in the game. So now this clock's going to run down, and I imagine Ursuline will run it down all the way till about 30 seconds, call a timeout, and then punt the ball again. Because the play clock separation is about 30.5 seconds, Julian. They'll probably run it down to 31, take their timeout, and then let the ball be snapped at 31 seconds.
Right, you see Coach Reardon standing right next to the
referee. And with 1 second left, calls a timeout, and 30 seconds officially on the play clock. They'll punt the ball away, hopefully put Villa in Ursuline in their own territory. If you're an Ursuline fan, and we're an Ursuline broadcast team tonight because we do not cover Villa Angela St. Joseph.
Right.
Last week we were neutral. And so 30 seconds, I'm not sure. I'm not really sure what kind of plays Coach Rotson's going to have because you can't run the ball. You're going to have about 20 seconds left. You got no timeouts. If you're on Ursuline's side of the field, you might just try running the clock out and get in the halftime because you get the ball after half. Fourth and 4 for Ursuline from their own 15-yard line.
From their 14-yard line.
Yeah, clean snap. Everything clean here.
Snap to Frasco a little high. He punched it away, and that's going to be decent field position for the Vikings and a really good Ursuline bounce. So still good field position for the Vikings. They had the ball on their own 47, but Frasco's ball bounced at Ursuline's 40 and took about 17 yards more of a bounce. And that's huge for Ursuline. It gives Villa 21 seconds. And right now, you can get a score, but it's going to be difficult because you have no timeouts. Even a ball 1 yard short of the chains will basically end the half.
On the other side, so Lathan not in there. 21 seconds to go.
Yeah, 21 seconds here to go in the first half. 47-yard line. Stupel dropping back to throw. He's facing pressure from Snyder. He misses Snyder. Takes a shot down the field, and that's going to be incomplete. Ray Jarvie in coverage. He was looking for Savion Lewis, the sophomore, and not a bad throw. When we were questioning his arm strength about him underthrowing those balls,
right.
It's clearly him not having a good touch on the football because you can throw the ball that far. You have no problem making a ball in stride. It's a matter of accuracy.
It's kind of hard to have touch on the ball.
It is.
So
we're not
cold.
bashing Stubel. We're just acknowledging that he has the arm to get the ball there. And
especially on that throw
he threw the ball from about his own 45 to the other 5, so that's a 50-yard throw.
I look for Kordovich on this play.
Well, look, Ursuline's playing in a deep zone. Quick pass to Kordovich and incomplete. He wasn't ready, and it's 3rd and 10. And if you're the Vikings, you might just take a knee here, run it into half, because they do have one timeout, actually, Julian.
I feel like they're going to hit a quick play.
They don't have any timeout. If they take a knee here.
Quick play at the sticks.
If they take a knee, Ursuline should call a timeout. Hear me out. Because make them get the punt off. Make them not make a mistake. Worst thing that happens is they get the snap off, they punt it away, Ursuline has a half, nothing happens. Best case, they already botched the snap on a punt.
I like the way you think, Tim.
Thank you, sir. I like the way you think, too.
Thank you.
They're going to throw the ball.
Yeah, there's a quick pass.
Quick pass to Kordovich. Kordovich is going to get out of bounds, and they just gave him that first down. So it's Hail Mary time. And do you like them giving him that first down? Because he was going out of bounds anyway, so it really didn't matter a whole lot. But that definitely stops the clock, him getting out of bounds.
I mean, he has to make about a 50-yard pass. Maybe he has it in him. Maybe he doesn't. But
he probably does. He threw it 50 yards the last time.
But versus a 60-yard pass, which I feel like he doesn't in the cold.
Well, he'll throw the ball from around Ursuline's 47-yard line.
Yeah.
So he has the arm, and we'll see Ursuline drop him back in that deep zone. This is kind of deja vu for Ursuline right now after last game. And pressure, throw, won't get to the end zone, and it's going to be incomplete. And that will end the first half. We have a defensive battle between Ursuline and Villa Angela St. Joseph. Villa gets the kick to start the second half. Tim Corso, Julian Johnson, we'll be back with you. Julian, your final thoughts on that first half before we go to break.
Villa played, I feel like, a good half, but on the other hand, you have to finish those drives. You know, you were down within the 40 about 2 times, right? A lot of missed passes, short passes, had us questioning Stubel's arm strength. If he puts those out there, at least 2 of those are touchdowns, right? For Ursuline, you know, keep the pressure on defense, right? Hold on. And, you know, Joe Baylog, how about him, right?
Having really good.
A hell of a game.
And he's been really, really good.
So just establish the run game more, and Ursuline should pull away, to be honest.
So we'll be back with the break. Here's halftime.
21 News delivers the news as it happens, using the latest technology from where it happens.
Live here outside the Mahoney County.
On air, online,
Wednesday afternoon weather update,
Very dangerous.
and on the 21 News social media platforms.
I'm on the road right now.
21 News, the Valley's only locally owned source for trusted news since 1953.
How lucky are we to have not one, but two 18-hole Donald Ross Championship golf courses right here in our backyards. Mill Creek Golf Course was selected by Golf Week as one of America's 30 best municipal courses, continuing to challenge golfers of all levels and featuring golf instruction by PGA professionals, a state-of-the-art practice range, a PGA of America recognized pro shop, kids programs, and a relaxing grill room for a memorable golf experience. For more information or to schedule a tee time, visit millcreekmetroparks.org.
Reliability, innovation, scale. These three values are those we look forward to in our business and in our team. If you're ready for a reliable employer who looks constantly to think outside the box in big ways, we're ready for you. Apply now. Help us push the envelope and deliver success. Envelope 1. Take that one extra step.
Before the lights come on, before the workday begins, before a long day is ended, or it's time to have fun. It all starts with the people at Joe Dickey Electric. From replacing a light fixture in your home to building a substation for your business, no job is too big or too small. The people of Joe Dickey Electric power them all. Joe Dickey Electric, over 60 years of powering the Mahoning Valley.
You're looking to your future, preparing for your goals, and they're closer than you think. Because here, success is part of the plan. It's a place where academic and social opportunities are meant to prepare you for life, not just the next 4 years. You'll be equipped to face new challenges and turn hard work into a career. You're ready for your success to take root. And here's where it starts. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
Hi, this is Zell Bush.
Hi, this is Tom Clint. Hi, this is Steve Versetto. Hi, this is Ryan Miller. Hi, this is Rich Sakui from WRS Wealth Advisors. With our combined 80 years of experience, WRS Wealth Advisors are the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Call 330-965-0370 to learn more about our individual and corporate financial planning services.
Or visit WRSwealth.com.
Go Raiders.
Go Dogs.
Go Cats. Go Dogs. Go Tigers.
Change. This one word can make you break out in a cold sweat. But with change comes wisdom, experience, and understanding. At Myers Family Insurance, we can help make changes in Medicare, insurance, and retirement a positive experience for you and your family. We've gone through changes, like our new office and new faces to help our family of clients too.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance. Check us out online at MyersFamilyINS.com or find us on Facebook.
Winter, spring, summer, and fall. Mill Creek Metro Parks is your park for all seasons. Make a memory in the park. Plan your visit today at millcreekmetroparks.org.
Why choose local? Because you live here, work here, learn here, relax here, and celebrate here. 21 WFMJ is our Valley's only locally owned TV station, and our focus is local. Other TV stations don't have that same focus, as their owners are somewhere else. But 21 WFMJ is rooted in the Valley. Local people making decisions that affect your life, right here where you live.
Let's face it, buying a home is one of the toughest things you'll ever do. At Forever Homes, we are licensed realtors that specialize in representing our clients in the purchase and sale of single-family residences and income property in Columbiana County. We truly love this area. We were born in this area, and we pride ourselves on the knowledge of transactions, school districts, neighborhoods, and related services. So the next time you need to buy or sell your home, make it Forever. Forever Homes Realty.
We believe expectations are made to be exceeded. At the new Toyota of Warren, it's about more than just getting a great deal. It's about service you can count on and a friendship you can trust. Year after year, we've done what we do best. We've gone the extra mile so you could too. Because we know it's just not about buying a new car. It's the start of a new adventure. Toyota of Warren, driven by you.
Locally owned and operated, Sheely's relaxed shopping experience means browsing and lounging is always encouraged.
Find Flex Deal and more at Sheely's Furniture and Appliance, because the best things in life happen at home.
Every customer has a story, and at Greenwood Chevrolet, we are committed to making sure it ends with you in the right vehicle. I get to be part of somebody's adventure, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their finances. They trust me to take care of them, and they trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions.
WRS Insurance Solutions is a local independent agency that specializes in life, Medicare, long-term care, and disability products. Call us at 330-953-3722 or visit us at wrsinsurancesolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
You're here to be part of something bigger, to make things happen. For you, college is about knowledge being shared and learning experiences that aren't limited to the classroom. On campus, you want to matter. It's about engaging every day, building relationships with students, with mentors, with the community, in the heart of a reinvented city. We are that something bigger. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
House troubles can attack anytime. When trouble strikes, call Mighty Mike. Your hometown hero is on his way. HVAC causing havoc? Has your furnace gone mad? Mighty Mike Heating and Cooling will save the day. Commercial or residential, 24/7. For quality service you can depend on, call your hometown hero. Call Mighty Mike.
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa. And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Squared Marketing.
Our boutique marketing firm specializes in media planning and buying, public relations, event marketing strategies, and strategic sponsorships. We can integrate our services with your existing game plan, or we can be your entire marketing team. Your goals, our game plan. Let's win together. Call K-Squared Marketing at 330-623-2730 or visit ksquared.marketing to learn more.
Why choose?
21 News delivers the news as it happens, using the latest technology from where it happens.
Live here outside the Mahoney County.
On air, online,
Wednesday afternoon weather update.
Very dangerous.
and on the 21 News social media platforms.
I'm on the road right now.
21 News, the Valley's only locally owned source for trusted news since 1953.
How lucky are we to have not one, but two 18-hole Donald Ross Championship golf courses right here in our backyards. Mill Creek Golf Course was selected by Golf Week as one of America's 30 best municipal courses, continuing to challenge golfers of all levels and featuring golf instruction by PGA professionals, a state-of-the-art practice range, a PGA of America recognized pro shop, kids programs, and a relaxing grill room for a memorable golf experience. For more information or to schedule a tee time, visit millcreekmetroparks.org.
Reliability, innovation, scale. These three values are those we look forward to in our business and in our team. If you're ready for a reliable employer who looks constantly to think outside the box in big ways, we're ready for you. Apply now. Help us push the envelope and deliver success. Envelope 1. Take that one extra step.
Before the lights come on, before the workday begins, before a long day is ended, or it's time to have fun. It all starts with the people at Joe Dickey Electric. From replacing a light fixture in your home to building a substation for your business, no job is too big or too small. The people of Joe Dickey Electric power them all. Joe Dickey Electric, over 60 years of powering the Mahoning Valley.
You're looking to your future, preparing for your goals, and they're closer than you think. Because here, success is part of the plan. It's a place where academic and social opportunities are meant to prepare you for life, not just the next 4 years. You'll be equipped to face new challenges and turn hard work into a career. You're ready for your success to take root. And here's where it starts. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
Hi, this is Zell Bush.
Hi, this is Tom Clint. Hi, this is Steve Versetto.
Hi, this is Ryan Miller.
Hi, this is Rich Sakui from WRS Wealth Advisors.
With our combined 80 years of experience,
WRS Wealth Advisors are the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Call 330-965-0370 to learn more about our individual and corporate financial planning services.
Or visit WRSwealth.com.
Go Raiders.
Go Dogs.
Go Cats. Go Dogs. Go Tigers.
Change. This one word can make you break out in a cold sweat. But with change comes wisdom, experience, and understanding. At Myers Family Insurance, we can help make changes in Medicare, insurance, and retirement a positive experience for you and your family. We've gone through changes, like our new office and new faces to help our family of clients too.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance. Check us out online at myersfamilyins.com or find us on Facebook.
Winter, spring, summer, and fall, Mill Creek Metro Parks is your park for all seasons. Make a memory in the park. Plan your visit today at millcreekmetroparks.org.
Why choose local? Because you live here, work here, learn here, relax here, and celebrate here. 21 WFMJ is our Valley's only locally owned TV station, and our focus is local. Other TV stations don't have that same focus, as their owners are somewhere else. But 21 WFMJ is rooted in the Valley. Local people making decisions that affect your life, right here where you live.
Let's face it, buying a home is one of the toughest things you'll ever do. At Forever Homes, we are licensed realtors that specialize in representing our clients in the purchase and sale of single-family residences and income property in Columbiana County. We truly love this area. We were born in this area, and we pride ourselves on the knowledge.
And we're back here on YSN Live. Your sports network is bringing you Ursuline, Clevelandville, Angela, St. Joseph. Here from Marlington High School in Alliance, Ohio, another fellow Division III school in Marlington. They got two Division III schools in the city of Alliance, between them and Alliance, of course. Julian, we saw a really low-scoring first half, a defensive battle, 2 turnovers total. Each team forced a turnover, and 1 fumble, 1 interception. We got a little bit of everything, but what did you see from both teams that you think they should improve on, and what do you want them to keep doing?
Yeah, one thing I've seen from Villa, they play great sound defense, right? This team hung 38 points on you last game. You held them to 6 at half. Now, although just like last game, this is the part where Ursuline pulled away. So take what you did on defense and bring that to the second half for Villa. But on the other hand, you got to finish those drives. Stubble missed a lot of big throws early on, which 2 or 3 of them should have been touchdowns if you put it out from the receiver.
And that's just a defensive back issue for Ursuline. They've played well all game other than those couple plays,
right.
But if Stubble starts hitting those in the second half, this could be a long night.
And Ursuline, I guess it's hard to find your rhythm without your starting all-state Princeton commit running back, right? So, I mean, you're playing you're handling this offense like you're not used to, right? Christian Lynch has not missed a game all of high school.
And
Right?
he
Even
was on
played through
pace for
injuries.
2,000 yards. He
Right.
still could get it if they keep winning, but it'd be tougher.
Right. Definitely one of the best backs in the state. So it's hard to find your way without him.
Feels like Erickson needs to get in a little bit better of a rhythm. He's made some good throws, for sure, but he hasn't been doing it back consistently in a drive because he hasn't gotten a chance to. They've been kind of breaking up that rhythm, which is kind of fine if you're scoring, but you're not scoring. You have 6 points. Last game, it was 21-18 at half, and that was due to Villa missing some extra points and going for 2 and whatnot. 21-18, 38 combined points. We might not get 38 combined points in this game.
Right.
You know, we might not even got 18 or 21 from either team. Maybe not even combined. We're on pace for 12 combined points in a 12-0 Ursuline win. 15 seconds remaining on the scoreboard clock, and Coach Reardon finally, you notice he never wears shorts. He always wears shorts on the sideline.
Yeah,
rather.
that's the first time I've seen him wear pants.
He's not wearing shorts, and I mean, he coached the state championship game a couple years ago in shorts, and it was just as cold, if not colder, than it is now. Yeah, it was. I think it was snowing a little bit. So change of something for him, I guess. We'll start half in just a couple seconds. They threw an extra 3 minutes on the clock to let these teams warm up a little more. That first half took about an hour. It's 8:22 now, so that first half took about an hour, Julian. The second halves usually take longer.
Right.
Because unless there's a running clock, which there won't be in this game, but it usually take longer, in fact. And it's because all the teams use their timeouts, but every team used their timeout in that half. It's just, who knows why it is, honestly. We really don't, maybe the people throw the ball more, and there's more incomplete passes. Beats me. But we're about to start here in about 2 minutes. We'll take a quick break and then come back. Julian will talk to us some more.
Coca's Pizza, your high school football headquarters. Come in after the game or watch the game live with us, and you can get a free appetizer with any large pizza purchase. That's any Coca's Pizza dine-in location. Coca's Pizza, we serve it hot.
And back here on YSN Live, Ursuline, Cleveland Villa, Angela, St. Joseph here from Marlington High School in Alliance. Julian Johnson alongside me. I'm Tim Corso, and Julian about to kick off here. And how big is this opening drive for the Vikings, considering they're down 6-0?
Honestly, it's huge. Almost, I don't want to say the biggest drive of the game, but right now it is.
It's going to set a tone for the second half.
Exactly.
Whether it's positive for Ursuline or Villa. You get a stop for Ursuline, got the momentum.
Definitely watch the
Villa
onside
gets
kick.
a stop. It's crazy. And Ursuline, yeah, they've given the ball to – we're kicking off, though, actually.
Definitely watch
Here
the onside.
is Sidoris. He's going to do a little squibber. It's going to be muffed at the 40 and picked up at the 30 and thrown down at the 34-yard line. Look at the number on him real quick. Looks like that was the sophomore T.J. Moore. And the ball was fielded at the 40, or attempted to be fielded at the 40. It was muffed. And if Moore would have muffed the next pickup, it would have been a fight for the football.
That would have been ugly.
It would have been a scramble. Helmets would have been flying, right? Cover your eyes, right? But we got Stupel leading the offense back out on offense, and Villa has scored nothing. They've been in the red zone twice, turned it over on downs the first time, and they fumbled on Ursuline's 7 the second time. Here's Powell to start off the half. Powell scampers forward. Nice job to stay on his feet. He was falling forward, and he used his arm to push a couple yards forward, and he's got him in 2nd down and 2. You got Stupel back under center, going quickly, I formation. Another handoff to Powell. This time Powell's going to get the first down, and Powell gets thrown down at midfield. 2 runs, 15 yards. Real good start for the Vikings.
See the tempo
and
fast
they're
already.
trying to turn into Ursuline with the tempo, and Ursuline's prepared, but Ursuline didn't do good the last time they went tempo.
I'd look for the shot.
Here's the handoff again to Powell. Powell cuts forward, and Powell's still on his feet, and he scampers 5 yards forward. And talk about a kid who's 5'7", 145. He's running like, he's 6'4", 220 like Derrick Henry. Although Derrick Henry's closer to like 250.
Might just be 250, dude.
And this is 2nd and 5 here. Another under center for Jackson. Jackson looking for the edge, and he's going to rumble forward to the 41. We'll mark him about a yard shy of the marker. They're backing that spot up a little bit. They give him 2 yards short of the marker. 42-yard line of Ursuline for the Vikings.
Yeah, this 3rd down is huge if you're Villa.
Under center. They're probably going to try getting a jump from Ursuline with the fast tempo. They don't. Hand it off right again. Jackson has the first down. Maybe
not.
And they're going to mark him at the 40-yard line. They give him officially the 40-yard line, which is enough for the first down. If it was a 41.5, if it was a 40.5 like they initially marked it, Julian, it would have been half a yard short. But instead, it's a first down for the Vikings, and now they're slowing it down a little bit. Under center. You got a 4-man front for Ursuline.
Man-to-man across the board.
Again, Jackson. This time, Jackson spins out of a tackle, and he rumbles forward for 5 yards. And this is every single play. It seems like Ursuline's making initial contact at the line of scrimmage, and these Viking running backs, having 2 really good running backs, in fact, are surging forward, clawing, and Jackson's really good.
Yeah, right
the fact that Powell's being in the game a lot shows how much faith they have in him.
Right. Right now,
hands off to Powell again, looking for the corner, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 32-yard line, about 2 yards short of the first down. You were saying, Julian?
Yeah, right now, a lot of yards after contact for both backs.
And that's really key. And you could expect that from Jackson, who stands at 6 foot 205. But Powell, like we said, he stands at 5'7", 145. And, I mean, listen, it's not about the size of the dog, what the
size of the dog and fight. Size of fighting dog.
Exactly. And hands it off the middle to Powell.
Dang.
Powell gets a first down, but there is a flag, and that is a crucial flag, Julian. 3rd and 2. If that's a holding on Villa Angela, that makes it 3rd and 12. That's a big flag. It's one thing if it's first down or second down, but you were in 3rd and short. You were running for 5 yards every carry. Powell almost ran for 10 there, and they throw the flag.
Didn't even need the hold.
And he didn't even need it. And now it's 3rd down and 12 from the 42-yard line of Ursuline, and how the momentum has changed on just one piece of laundry thrown on the field.
I look for the comeback here to Kordovich.
Kordovich matches up with Farrell.
They're expecting the shot.
They're right up on each other and trying to get a free 5 yards with a freeze count. And, is it true they call out something that's cold like ice cream if they're going to do a freeze count?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I heard.
Freeze.
Like ice cream. Stupel looking for a shot down the field. Streak for streak. Liaison. Almost intercepted. It hit it in the helmet, actually. Jaquise Liaison. Liaison. It was Liaison. It looked like he had it, and he did have it, but he caught the ball. Caught the ball with his helmet, and it's incomplete, and they're going to punt the ball. The Vikings can pin Ursuline back deep, but ball at the 42-yard line, and maybe a fake here. Ursuline looks like they're going to at least bluff a fake, at least a punt. We'll see what they do. They back up 1, they back up 2. Looks like they're going to go for potentially and missed a punt by Taylor. missed the block punt, and it's going to bounce to the 20-yard line, 19 officially, and that was as clean as a missed punt block from Taylor, as you're going to see. He was right up on it. He missed the punt but avoided the punter, which is even more important, because if it's a 5-yard penalty, they might go for it on 4th down inside the 40. If it's a 15-yard, it's an automatic first down. But now Ursuline will take the ball with the lead to start their first drive of the second half with 9:31 remaining in the third quarter. And Jack Erickson and Joe Baylog back in the backfield in the shotgun. Hand off to Baylog, up the middle, and he will get to the 20, nothing more, gain of 1. And right now, the well was running dry against Canfield running up the middle. They had a lot of success in that first quarter running up the middle, but right now, it's kind of getting stopped again. Erickson dropping back on the pass, looking to throw. Pass, caught. That's Farrell. Farrell puts a move on. He's working himself back across the field. Another move down to the 41-yard line. DC Farrell picks up the first down and then some. And quickly going, handoff to Baylog again. Baylog being patient. Baylog going to surge forward, falls to the 44-yard line of Ursuline. And they're going to mark him back to the 42. And the spot for Ursuline has not been very generous today. They bring him down 2nd down and 8 to go. Ball officially marked at the 42.5-yard line. Erickson, quick swing pass to Tyron Davis. Actually, that's Farrell. Farrell catches and he slips down to the 45. And they'll mark him short of the 45, the 44.5. That brings up 3rd down and about 7 yards to go. Going quickly, Ursuline, bunch formation. And they're looking over to the sideline. They got Farrell, Liam Bruno, and Davis all up near the line. They have 4 in the backfield, so you're in a legal formation. We'll see what they want to run. They have an isolated liaison on the top of the formation near the Villa Angela sideline. RPO, quick over the middle to Davis, and he is interfered with. And Coach Rotsky is livid. Now, to be fair with Coach Rotsky, he couldn't see. He had his defenders back to him, so he looked like he just batted the ball down. From our angle, you saw it, and the back judge saw it too. The defender leaped over Davis and hit him before the ball got there. So it was the right idea because that's a legal play, but it wasn't legal contact. He made it too early. And that was on Savion Lewis. So that is, not a bad effort, but just early contact. Ball at the 40-yard line of the Vikings. Baylog swings out, swing pass to the junior. Baylog has a lot of space. Baylog off to the races, and he's down inside the 25, but there is a flag, and it looks like that is coming back. They're going to call that on DC Farrell, and it's hard to tell if that's Farrell or Davis all the time because they both have a 0 and 8 number.
They're right next to each other, too.
And 0 and 8 look very similar on the jerseys when they're all scrunched up. And I don't know. I didn't see a flag. I didn't see a holding because I was looking at Baylog. Julian, what did you see? Did you see a holding?
Slight hold, but at the end of the day, you could let it go. It could have went.
And you can't even say getting them back for that pass interference because that was a pass interference.
Right.
And now the ball is at the Villa 49 on 2nd down and 20.
Yeah, luckily it is still first down.
First down and 20, rather. Excuse me.
Got 4 tries.
Scoreboard has it 2nd and 10. They're kind of play tricks on us. And here's Baylog again swinging out.
Again.
Throw. This time looking for space. He's going to cut it back, and he will get a yard if that. And that time the swing pass didn't work quite as well. They tried the exact same play, but to the opposite side. And now 2nd down and 18 for Ursuline. Now, at least for Ursuline, if you don't get a first down here, you can play the field position game, which is kind of what's been going on right now. But you want to convert here. You have 2 plays to get 18 yards, maybe 3, depending on how many you get in the next 2. Man in motion, that's Farrell.
Ooh,
looking to throw. Him. Farrell's open with the catch, making a move up the field, and he gets the first down. No, he's just shy of the first down, rather. 4 yards short at the 35-yard line. And Farrell, he gets that edge, he's gone. Right. It was this one-on-one. He made a little fake motion. He motioned to the right, and as soon as that ball was snapped, he cut back to the left, and they got his defender. in days. He throws it to Baylog up the middle. Baylog makes a man miss with a stunner move, and he's forward, still going, down to the 21. Joe Baylog with a little hesitation move, and he can play. He can move. Joe Baylog gets the first down, and a really good job from this Ursuline offense, going quick. Hand off to Baylog again. Baylog up the middle once again, and he is going to be dragged down by the face mask. It might be a free 15 yards. Joe Baylog gets a face mask call for them. Baylog signaling to the sideline. Erickson is clapping, and it looks like Ursuline will move from their own 20-yard line inside the 10-yard line. They do officially roll a face mask, and Ursuline will have the ball just short of the goal line. And Joe Baylog running like a man possessed tonight. He's had a lot of really strong carries, a touchdown, in fact. And just like that, Ursuline has the ball inside the 15 to the 10-yard line. And a Villa Angela St. Joseph Viking down on the field. And we'll take a quick break with them.
Welcome to the bunker and double bogeys, the area's largest indoor entertainment destination.
Our 2 bars, 3 dining rooms, and 2 private event rooms offer lunch and dinner, daily happy hour specials, and live entertainment to keep the party going.
And with 50-plus courses, soccer, zombie golf, and carnival games, our 10 simulator bays offer fun for everyone.
Date nights, private parties, family time.
At the bunker and double bogeys.
Change. This one word can make you break out in a cold sweat. But with change comes wisdom, experience, and understanding. At Myers Family Insurance, we can help make changes in Medicare, insurance, and retirement a positive experience for you and your family. We've gone through changes, like our new office and new faces to help our family of clients too.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance. Check us out on...
And we're back here on YSN Live. First in goal from the 10-yard line for Ursuline, following the face mask on Villa Angelo, grabbing the face mask of Baylog. Hand off to Baylog, and Baylog will get a couple yards. They're pushing the pile, and he's going to be thrown down to the 8-yard line. Gets 2.
Gets the ball down close to the 5-yard line. Will be offset to the right.
Got Baylog to his right in the shotgun, and jumping off sides is the Vikings. It gives Ursuline a free 4 yards as it's half the distance, so it's going to be about 2nd and goal from the 4 or 5. We'll see where they roll it. Now they're bringing the big formation in. Ty Dunlow in, along with C.J. Lee and Bruno. And Ursuline has a chance to, I'm not saying this is going to be the deciding drive of the game, but the way the game's going, Julian, a 12, 13, or 14-0 lead for Ursuline, it seems very comfortable. Hand off to Baylog. Throw actually in the end zone. Touchdown. Erickson had everyone fooled. He found John Frangos. John Frangos on the RPO. They had Frangos on as a blocker on the end of the formation, and an RPO, the fake to Baylog, the throw to Frangos, and Ursuline up 12-0. And we'll see if they go for 2 or if they go for the muddle huddle. If they go for the extra point, rather. And Frangos, this is his first catch of his career.
You'll see that
at least this year, because he was a running back last year.
Yep.
They're kicking the extra point is Anthony Tabak.
Never made an indication. We had to look across the field. 2-touchdown lead now for the Irish. And here's Tabak.
Kick is up and good for Tabak. And you know what? I bet Tabak is licking his chops right now because the goalposts are wider in the high school than in college.
Yeah.
So he has a little more margin for error. But it's always good to practice in your first 10 regular season games at YSU, basically, and then move on to a high school field where you have a little more room. But Ursuline kicks the extra point. They lead it 13-0 with 5:19 left to go in the third. They chewed clock. They took another touchdown, and now they lead 13-0 over Villa Angela St. Joseph. And what do the Vikings have to do to respond here, Julian? Other than score. Obviously, they need to score.
A quick score, really. Efficient. Limit the mistakes. That's one of the keys to the game that I gave, right? We seen a good drive, a lot of momentum like last drive, like for the Vikings, right? The holding penalty killed them on 3rd and 12. Instead of being 1st and 10, like on about the 25-yard line.
So it was 3rd and 2. They were about to get the first down.
Third and 12.
And third and 12, and then they had to throw it, and it was incomplete, almost intercepted, actually. And now they got a chance on maybe an onside kick here. Your defense has played so well. Do you think Coach Reardon pulls out the onside kick? Because we'll see in a moment from
I wouldn't be surprised, especially
Gavin
because they
Sidoris.
marbled the last.
We'll see what Gavin Sidoris will do here. Here's the kick, and they're going to squib it again. Going to be muffed again at the 30. Picked up, having the edge. That is more tackled down at the 36-yard line. He almost was able to push to the outside and get that corner, but not quite. So now we're going to have the ball at the 36, 1st and 10, and Coach Rotsky, Julian, he cannot be happy with the way his offense is played, especially with a couple turnovers. And then his defense, they played well. 13 points through 2.5 quarters to this Ursuline offense.
Right.
He'd say if we're down, if we have given up 13 points right now, we're okay with that because we scored 18 in the first half last time. But now, a more defensive battle. Hand off to Powell. Powell gets tripped up and goes down to the 40-yard line. And they're going to give him the 41, so a gain of 5. Under center is Stubel. Hand off again to Powell. Powell looking for a hole. He bounces off the front 4 of Tyreek Dunlow and the rest of that Ursuline defense, and he is thrown down. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, but he gets nothing else. 3rd down, 5 to go, and a huge 3rd down for Villa Angela, considering that if they don't get a 1st down here, Ursuline can run the clock out in the 3rd quarter and potentially put a dagger on them in the 4th. 4:20 and counting in the 3rd quarter. The Vikings slowing their tempo down. Powell looking to throw. He throws over the middle and caught at the 41.
Hit immediately, too.
And they're going to get the 1st down, 46, excuse me, caught at the 46.
Bad spot.
And the fans don't like the spot again. That's not the 1st or 2nd time Ursuline has gotten a poor spot for their defense. And he was probably caught at the 1st down marker, but they gave him a yard past the 1st down marker. Either way, it would have been a 1st down. It just, Ursuline's fans are not very happy. Stubel looking to throw again. He's taking a shot downfield for Kordovich.
Oh, it's pass
and they're going to call
a
pass interference on DC Farrell as the flag comes out.
I was on.
And they're going to call it on the Vikings because Farrell and Kordovich were tied up, and Coach Reardon was pleading, hey. Instead, actually, they are going to reverse the call.
Okay.
The referees were talking, and they're going to call it on Farrell, so a free 15 yards. Originally, we thought it was on Farrell.
Right, because
the one ref
right
signaled on the Vikings, and then they kind of flopped on that position.
I was kind of confused because I'm like,
we
what
can't.
did the dude
their
come?
backs are to us. We can't see if Kordovich grabbed onto Farrell's jersey or if Farrell. We just saw contact. But now the Vikings have the ball on Ursuline's 43-yard line. 1st and 10 after the pass interference call. Jackson in the Wildcat, pitches out to Stupel, looking down the field, throws it back across the field, and there's a flag, and it's going to be tackled back at the line of scrimmage, so it doesn't really matter. We'll see what the flag is.
Blocking it back.
Holding on the Vikings, and Ursuline will take the holding call because they know that 2nd and 9 doesn't mean a whole lot with the way Villa can run the ball. They could make it a 1st down and 10 after this play. Instead, they back them up 1st and 20. It's actually holding in high school is a spot foul. If it's from the line of scrimmage, they'll just give them from the line of scrimmage. But if it's they tossed a little pitch, right? A halfback toss, they didn't actually run it, they did a fake. And the holding occurred around
about 10 yards.
Yeah, and so it doesn't go as short as you might think. So it's going to bring up officially 1st and 20. High school rules confuse me, Julian. Sometimes,
me too.
You know, a pass interference is not an automatic 1st down unless they needed 14 yards or less for the 1st down. Got a man of motion, that's Jackson. They give him on the jet sweep. He's looking for a hole, and he's going to be tackled by Snyder and Rudzik at midfield. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and 17.
Yeah, penalties are killing Villa in this game. Lamar Jackson.
His name's Lamar Jackson. Everyone calls him Bo. Either way, you're getting a legend's name in the
Yep.
backfield. Under center is Stupel. Powell behind him. Jackson out to the left on the line of scrimmage, and they get a new play call from Rotsky and company. 2:45 and counting. Third quarter winding down. Villa Angela still without a score. Fake. Looking to throw. He has Jackson over the middle, but instead he takes a shot down the field. Incomplete. And he had Lamar Bo Jackson over the middle of the field, and Coach Rotsky is ripping him a new one. I mean,
It was clear as day,
Jackson was
too.
wide open at the 35. And with Lamar Jackson at the 35-yard line with no defender within 5 to 10 yards of him, that might have been a touchdown. He had an unreal amount of green. And what could have been a first down and goal or a touchdown, it turns into 3rd and 17 because Stubel decided to throw across his body, across the field. He wasn't really across his body, he was set, but across the field, 40 yards down the field, and it was almost picked off. 3rd and 17, Powell to the left of Stubel.
Great play design, though.
Stubel looking to throw. Quick pass, intercepted at the 38. That's picked off by Joe Baylog. He takes it into Villa territory and is dragged down to the 45-yard line. I think we found our player of the game if Ursuline holds on.
Yeah.
Joe Baylog, a touchdown, 100 rushing yards, and an interception. And you know what? Say what you want about video. You like video. But there's nothing better than listening to just audio, and all of a sudden you
The
hear
roar of the crowd.
and you just hear the roar of the crowd, and you hear the interception. You see it on the field if you're watching video. But tonight these fans are listening, and they don't know what happens until I say so. It is electric up here in Marlington, mostly from the Ursuline side. The Villa Angela crowd hasn't traveled as well as we thought. There are a fair number over there, but Ursuline certainly showing up in big numbers as they are a quarter and 2 minutes away from a regional title berth. Dropping back, Erickson looking to throw over the middle, caught by Farrell at the 30, and he is down at the 30 with the first down. DC Farrell, a big receiving game so far. Hand off to Baylog. Baylog gets a yard, and he is not getting else more, and he is going to be officially down at the 29-yard line. Ursuline's still trying to hurry it up, though. Credit to this offensive line for Ursuline, though. They've played well tonight. And they're trying to get a freeze count and get a free 5 yards. As I said a lot tonight. Ursuline and Villa both have done that a lot tonight. And it's now a minute 40 left to go in the third quarter. Hand off to Baylog again. Baylog has a little hole, and he is going to stay on his feet and fall forward to the 25-yard line. We've seen Joe Baylog break a number of arm tackles tonight, and not only just break them, but he falls forward for yardage. Instead of making it a 3 or 4 yard gain, he makes it a 5 or 6 yard gain. 3rd and 4. Hand off to Baylog around the outside, looking for a hole, and he is going to be thrown down back to the 25-yard line. And it's going to bring up 4th and about 5 to go. I'd say about 4, honestly, from where we're looking, but it's 4th and medium, and they're going to go for it. This is a big play for both teams. Ursuline doesn't get a touchdown, obviously. They convert it here. Let's say convert with a touchdown, but Villa needs to stop. And a timeout taken by Coach Reardon in Ursuline. He knows how big this play is. If you get a touchdown or a score going into the last quarter, go up by 3 scores, you can run the ball, shrink some clock.
Yeah, you're in great shape then.
You'd be in fantastic shape with the way that Villa hasn't been able to pass the ball. And you can see right now, Joe Baylog was just getting talked to by Christian Lynch. It's a big loss for Ursuline tonight, not having Christian Lynch. But this gives you hope for, hey, if Christian Lynch doesn't play next week, if Ursuline wins, but also next year for Ursuline's team, whether they come back next year as state champions or not, you're going to have a really good running back with some really good receivers and a really good offensive line. The question will be who's quarterback, DC Farrell or Landon Dubel, maybe Carter Budzik or Ethan Daly. We don't know. that's next year's problem. Right now, tonight's problem is 12 minutes, 45 seconds away from clinching a shot in the regional championship game against either Chardon or Aurora, and we'll get that score for you right now. Chardon up 24-0 on Aurora, so the winner of this game likely sees the Hilltoppers.
So it looks like we already know that winner.
4th down play, RPO, thrown, caught by Taylor at the 10. A big play from Jack Erickson to Devontae Taylor, and it's just outside first and goal at the 10.5-yard line. Tyreek Dunlow in the backfield with Erickson. Dunlow's got it. Dunlow's got the touchdown. Tyreek Dunlow around the right side, and Ursuline extends the lead 19-0 in the regional semifinal. Tyreek Dunlow. And wow. 19-0 Ursuline here with 32 seconds to go in the third quarter. And do I dare ask this, Julian? I probably ask this every other kickoff. But does Ursuline feel comfortable enough to go with another squib, or do they want to go with an onside and put the nail in the coffin?
Definitely. They muffed 2 already, back to back.
And we'll see what they do. And all I can tell you right now is Tabak with a big extra point here, making it 20-0 if he makes it. Kick is up, and the kick looks to be good. Anthony Tabak makes it 20-0, and Ursuline, big lead going into the fourth quarter. We'll be back with the last few seconds of the third quarter when we return on your sports network.
Craftsmanship to us is 60 years of pride and dedication.
Passed down from generation to generation.
The hardwood floors that your kids take their first steps on.
The solid wood doors you quietly close at night.
The things we create day in and day out are the products that end up turning your house into a home.
At Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods, uncompromising quality and craftsmanship built our business.
And it will keep us moving forward for generations to come.
Back here on YSN Live, Jack Erickson capped off that drive by handing it off to Tyreek Dunlow. We should say Tyreek Dunlow capped off the drive with a nice 11-yard touchdown run, and Erickson 7-7 in the third quarter passing, which, you know, he was 5 of 15 all last game against Villa. Bounced back, he has a touchdown pass to 1 interception, but he already has more completions on that drive alone. And now Ursuline kicking it off will be Sidoris.
Here, there's been a couple of close ones on the kickoffs, but return situation.
And here's a kick down to Chase, it looks like. And making a cut at the 18, going to about the 35-yard line. That was Kordovich, it looked like. That was Jackson. And here is 1st and 10 for from the 35-yard line for the Vikings. And Julian, this is going to turn into an air raid game for Villa Angela. It has to, right?
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of passes here. We're not going to see the power run game that we've seen from Powell and Jackson. Might even see a lot of them, but more so in the passing game. Like, they're already in the gun, too.
And that's Stupel in the shotgun, as you mentioned, with Powell to his right. They're going to fake it with Powell. Stupel's looking for the outside, and he's going to be tripped up by Frasco, and he stays in bounds a little while longer, and he's out about a yard short of the first down marker. We're going to roll him out officially at the 42, and it'll be about 3 yards short. 2nd and 3 with 21 seconds remaining.
If I was them, I'd look for the shot. Kordovich
Kordovich is pressed up by Farrell. Kordovich has a couple catches tonight, but not for any damage.
Yeah,
he's been quiet. Powell once again motioning to the right of Stubel. He gives it to Powell. Powell gets hit hard, but he leans forward for the first down to the Villa 46. And I think Villa's kind of taking the Ursuline's defense by surprise, or at least playing into their hands of, hey, you're trying to throw the ball. We think so. But then but we're going to run the ball on 2 straight possessions. 6 seconds left, 5 seconds left, and will they get a snap off? They will not, and the clock will expire. We are through 3 quarters. Ursuline leads 20-0 over Villa Angela St. Joseph in the regional semifinal here from Arlington High School.
Hi, this is Zell Bush.
Hi, this is Tom Klin. Hi, this is Steve Versetto.
Hi, this is Ryan Miller. Hi, this is Rich Sakui from WRS Wealth Advisors. With our combined 80 years of experience, WRS Wealth Advisors are the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Call 330-965-0370 to learn more about our individual and corporate financial planning services.
Or visit WRSwealth.com.
Go Raiders.
Go Dogs.
Go Cats. Go Dogs. Go Tigers.
And we're back here on YSN, 1st and 10 from the Viking 47-yard line. Coach Rotsky's got to hope for some kind of miracle. It's not impossible, but they need to score quickly if they're going to come back in this one. Stubel is under center with Powell behind him. A lot more Powell than Jackson on this drive. Stubel looking to throw. Quick pass to Kordovich. Kordovich is cut down at the Ursuline 46-yard line, but gets 7 yards and near the first down mark. Shotgun now for Stubel. Going to take the snap, and he's going to hand it off to Powell. Powell looking for the outside, and he is going to get tripped up. And if he got through that, he might have had a chance to get around the edge, and it would have been a foot race between him and Luke Kohler. And Luke Kohler would have had a tough task on hand. Instead, tripped up, and the 42-yard line is where the ball is spotted, but it's enough for a Villa first down. Villa doing what they want. Jackson back in the game. Looking to throw. Throwing for Kordovich. Kordovich catches. He's going to stay on his feet and lunge forward to the 36. And that's going to be a nice gain of 6 yards, 2nd and 4. And this is just, what Ursuline needs to try to decide how they can fight this. Because the last time Ursuline cheated up on the hitch, they got a double move play on them, and Kordovich had a touchdown if Stubel threw a good ball.
Right.
I think you just got to keep it in front of you right now. Make them churn clock.
I think we can see that same play now.
And looking to throw to Kordovich. Fighting off the line of scrimmage, throw to Kordovich, and they're going to throw pass interference.
Farrell.
That will actually probably be illegal contact because it happened before the ball was thrown.
That was an uncatchable ball, but you see if there's a hold.
But there is no such rule as an uncatchable ball in high school, so they're going to call holding. So it's not a pass interference. It's only 5 yards. But it will be an automatic first down. And, I mean, that's tough for Farrell. And I don't know if you can call that holding. They were grabbing each other. But they do call holding, and it's going to be a first down for the Vikings.
I mean, if I'm Farrell, I'm not really mad because the way my defense has been playing, looking at it from his perspective,
I think Farrell's probably just more mad at himself because that was uncatchable. So if he wouldn't have interfered, it would have been an incomplete pass. Handed off to Powell up the middle, and Powell gets tripped after a gain of 3, and he took that to the left side of the middle part of the line and run that left guard following him. His big left guard up there. And it looks like it's Tylen Bryant. Followed him, and they're going to hand it to Powell again. Powell is going to get tackled, but not before he is at the 20, and a huge tackle. That looked like that was John Frangos. Couldn't quite tell. It was one of the second or third level of defenders. He would have had a couple more yards, but he got hit. And it brings up 3rd down and 4 at the 20-yard line. Dunlow was made first contact. Little fade route over the middle, dropped.
Ooh, that's a bad drop.
And it would look originally it looked like a fade, but he came back for a little hitch route.
Sold it great.
Kohler was in coverage. And it's 4th and 3 now, and this might be the ball game.
He would have had the first.
Essentially. There's no guarantee this is the ball game here, Julian, but with the way this game is going,
it's probably the ball game.
Ursuline will churn at least a couple minutes off the clock at the very least if they get the ball back.
4th and 3, I wouldn't be surprised if they ran it.
But he has Stubel under center. He gets a snap, looking to throw.
There it is.
Finds a ball for the back of the end zone, and Liaison intercepts it in the end zone. That's a touchback, and Jaquise Liaison, he might have just called game. 9:35 left to go in the fourth quarter. Ursuline will have the ball at the 20-yard line. They're going to decide if the ball's at the 1 or if it's a touchback. Forward Progress had him at the 1, but he stumbled into the end zone. We'll see what they give him. And that was Liaison, correct?
Yeah, crazy thing is he had Liaison probably by a step.
And they don't roll it a touchback. They mark him down at the 2-yard line.
Dang.
So if you're Villa, that's the only positive coming out of this drive. If that's not even a positive, but it's better than nothing. And now Ursuline just going to try to get some breathing room with, I'm sure they have Dunlow in there in the backfield with Baylog. Harrison looking to throw out of the end zone, taking a shot down the field for Taylor, and he catches the ball at the 30, still on his feet, down the sideline, the 30, the 20, the 10, touchdown Devontae Taylor. 98 yards, Jack Erickson to Devontae Taylor, and stunned is the word to describe that Viking sideline.
And that might be the dagger there.
And that is a touchdown, Ursuline. Let's hear the roar of the crowd. And that is exactly what Ursuline needed. Jack Erickson with an absolute dot. Devontae Taylor took it the rest of the way, and Ursuline leads 26-0, and they are rolling over the Vikings now.
And that's a prime example of playing through the whistle. He thought Taylor was out, and it's not over till it's over.
And the kick is up and good, and it's 27-0. And, I mean, if you're Ursuline, what is going wrong in the second half? Nothing. Nothing.
Right, this is what we seen in the first game against Villa earlier, right? Ursuline pulled away in the second half in the first game.
And that is just ridiculous, Julian. I mean, we are. I don't want to say we're shocked. It's just
hell of a play.
It's a hell of a play, and I mean, we know that's what Ursuline can do on any given play. But I'm more impressed with Devontae Taylor right there. Listen, that's saying something because that was a heck of a throw from Jack. But he caught the ball through contact. He was not only trying to get dragged down, but he was on the sideline. The concentration to keep the ball in control, tiptoe the sideline, break the tackle, and have the endurance and stamina to run the rest of the way.
Yeah.
That's incredible. And now Sadors will come to kickoff from the 40-yard line. And Ursuline, one more score. They're going to go for 2 to make a running clock, I bet. There's 9:20 left to go. And that might be, Julian, I'm gonna say this unofficially. Unofficially, that might be an Ursuline record for longest passing touchdown. We saw D.C. Farrell with a 99-yard rushing touchdown last year against Villa Angela, but it's pretty hard to get one more yard than a 98-yarder. We'll find out after the game. Little squib kick, picked up at the 30-yard line. Looks like that's more and more trying to make some men miss, but he's going to get dragged down at the 39 as he fought for an extra 5 yards. And, Julian, you said you shook your head. You don't think that's a school record?
Nah, I looked at that record book. Like,
was it a 99 yard?
There's some 99-yard touchdowns.
Oh, touchdown pass, I'm saying. A run, maybe. Because last year we saw D.C. Farrell do it against the Villa team.
Nah, there's a 99-yard touchdown pass.
Well,
right there.
Jack Erickson was close.
Keith Teague got it.
And that's a screen pass, probably. Keith Teague is a stud. Was a stud. I mean,
former Ohio Mr. Football.
Played at Cincinnati briefly. Listen, I mean, score record or not, Jack Erickson, that adds to his passing total quite nicely. And and the school record for most passing yards in the game is 380 yards. He's about a third of the way there from just that pass alone. And we'll get the final stats in a little bit. But right now, 1st and 10 from the 39. Stupel faces pressure from Dunlow, and he throws it at the feet of Jackson. And a smart play by Dunlow. He slowed up because he knew it was a screen pass to Jackson, and he
held it up.
And it was snuffed up and Ursuline snuffed up the pass they had Jackson right on their sights. Dunlow knew if he goes full speed at him, he might miss him because he might put a sidestep, or he might get a rough in the passer call if it's poor timing.
Right.
So the smart play by the senior, knowing, hey, Got to keep my head. Can't let the adrenaline get to me. Ball to 39, 2nd and 10. Jackson back in the backfield with Stubel. Stubel looking to throw, facing pressure, steps up in the pocket, looking to run. He's got Davis chasing him down from behind. Israel Davis gets him out of bounds around the 42, and that's a gain of 3 yards, brings up 3rd and long.
Sophomore defensively, the standout defense for Ursuline, allowing 10.3 points per game coming in.
Ball at the 42. 9:05 left to go in the game. And this is 4th down territory, of course, for Coach Rotsky and his squad. Dropping back is Stubel, looking to throw. Pass over the middle and caught at the 48-yard line. And he is about half a yard short of the 1st down. And they're going to give him officially the 48, the marker's the 49. And it's 4th down and 1, and I could expect a QB sneak here. They've already done one before.
Right.
And they go under center all the time, so they're comfortable with doing so. You don't see Ursuline do a QB sneak a lot because they're not comfortable under center. Different story for the Vikings. Stubel is under center, and we'll see if they try a little tush push here. He just needs 1 yard. And they're going to hand it off to Jackson. Jackson has the 1st down and more. He gets a few yards extra, and he's down at the Ursuline 47. Are you surprised they just didn't go for a QB sneak there?
Not so much. At the end of the day, the ISO's been having some success. There's the shot.
Shot down the field, and that's going to fall incomplete. He took the shot, tried to get some yards, trying to match half of what Erickson can do last drive, but he couldn't get it quite to him. 8:14 left, and
They have standout corners. They do have lockdown corners, and they're being tested tonight too because the Vikings have some tall receivers, and it's caused a little bit of trouble. Not that much though, because they're losing.
the ball to 47 and 2nd and 10.
27-0. Ursuline in command. 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw out of the handoff, and he hands it off to Powell on the draw, and that ball, he's still on his feet. He's down the sideline. Powell's looking for 6, and Amani Powell's pushed out of bounds at the 3, and that is just missed tackling. Julian, Powell got about 10 yards probably on the delay handoff, and then he broke 2 Ursuline tackles and got inside the 5. Powell looking to get Villa on the board for the first time this game. But the last time they were inside the 10-yard line, they fumbled on a snap.
Yeah, we see a running back draw. We don't see that.
Hand off to Powell. Powell wrapped up short of the marker. And at the about 1.5-yard line, they might have got nothing, even that. The ball was at the 2. He didn't get much, if anything. They're going to go under center, see if they try a QB sneak. They're going to hand it off to the fullback and in the end zone. That looks like a touchdown, and it is. The Vikings get back a touchdown. Ursuline just scored on the touchdown from Erickson to Taylor. And Villa showing signs of life, but that might be too little, too late. They're going to come out for the extra point. There's just booing from the crowd. Not sure what the
Sure, they wanted the block in the back.
displeasure is, and you rarely see a block in the back on a run play if it's up the middle because it's really, unless it's up the field. And this is on the 2-yard line. There's not much up the field. 7:40, going for 2, and Coach Reardon will call a timeout. Actually, Coach Reardon calls a timeout, and we'll take a quick break with them.
Change. This one word can make you break out in a cold sweat. But with change comes wisdom, experience, and understanding. At Myers Family Insurance, we can help make changes in Medicare, insurance, and retirement a positive experience for you and your family. We've gone through changes, like our new office and new faces to help our family of clients too.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance. Check us out online at myersfamilyins.com or find us on Facebook.
here on YSN Live. Ursuline and Villa Angela St. Joseph. Going for 2 is the Vikings. Keeper for Stubel, and he gets in the end zone. There is a flag, though, and there is a man down for Ursuline. Looks like it's Davis, but he gets up on his own power. So the flag will probably be a holding or a chop block they're calling on the Vikings, and Davis is down, and that's why they have a chop block rule. Davis got taken out from the knees, and he's on the ground, and they're going to need a substitution for him, and that's just a dangerous play, and you see the result of it right there. Julian, it's tough. I mean, you make a chop block right there, and it's a penalty. The flag's thrown. Villa's going to probably go for 2 again just because, and we'll see what they do. Although, either way, it's going to be hard to get 12 yards on a 2-1 conversion try, but the extra point's in play still. We'll see. We'll take a quick break.
It truly is the most wonderful time of year to shop at Sheely's. Get your home holiday ready with a full lineup of appliances from Maytag, KitchenAid, and Whirlpool. From stocking your fridge to cooking for family and friends and even cleaning up afterwards, Whirlpool offers solutions for whatever the day brings. Extra holiday guests? No problem. These washer and dryer pairs help keep your laundry under control. Every day is a holiday with free haul away and free local delivery. Sheely's, the best things in life happen at home.
Game days are a big deal at Giangelo's. Draft and bucket specials, pizza and wing specials all day long. 120-inch TV to watch all your teams on the NFL Network, only at Giangelo's.
We're back here on YSN Live. Tim Corso, Julian Johnson, and 2-point conversion attempt is still very much in play because Coach Rotsky has his offense out there, and they might have called that a 15-yard. It is a 15-yard penalty on the chop block. So from the 17-yard line, Villa Angela will attempt to get 2 points. I don't really know what their thought process is here. They're down by 21 if they don't get it. Looking for the end zone. Subel's taking a shot, and that's going to be incomplete. Nice coverage by D.C. Farrell, and 27-6 remains the score. Julian, you're down by 20. If you take the extra point, that is, 3 touchdowns and extra points, take the lead by 1. This way, that would only tie the game. What was Coach Rotsky thinking there?
To be honest, I would take the extra point, but like the first game, I don't think we've seen them actually attempt an extra point. So
True.
maybe they don't have a field goal.
They must not have a good field goal kicker because they would have. You had to. Well, that's also a long field goal. Then from the 17-yard line, that's a 34-yard field goal. It's not every kick. If you have a kicker, maybe he can't kick that far.
Right.
And whatever it was, they kicked. They went for the 2-point conversion. They didn't get it, and Ursuline leads by 21. Chardon leads 31-0 right here over Aurora. That's what Ursuline will see next week if they can hold on. And we're going to expect an onside kick here from the Vikings.
Second play, 61 yards for the Vikings. And Benakis with the 2-yard touchdown plunge. On second and goal, the try to 2 was no good. 27-6, Ursuline on top. With 7:40 is playing the game.
So kicking off will be Dunmire.
I'm sure we will see the onside kick here.
I'm sure we will, and he's already lined up for it. Ursuline's expecting it.
Right, yeah, Bo Jackson.
They got one man. They got 2 men deep, and that's it. We have the hands team on the field for Ursuline. Little kick, and that ball's going to roll out of bounds. And good job by Angelilli to say, I'm not going to risk touching that ball. I'm letting it go out, and it did. And Ursuline will get the ball.
Looking at it and then kind of backed away and got his hands out of the way. He saw the momentum of the ball.
So now Ursuline has the ball officially. We'll see where they roll it because they haven't spotted the ball yet. At the 45-yard line of Ursuline.
So it'll be interesting to
So Ursuline gets the ball, of course, at their own 45. And Jack Erickson and Joe Baylog in the backfield right now.
Looking to ice the game.
Hand off to Baylog. Baylog's going to lose the football. It's on the turf, picked up by Jackson, and he's running to the 40, down at the 39-yard line. And Baylog lost it, and Jackson has it. And honestly, Jackson picked it up, and he was tackled by Erickson.
Yeah.
That
was the last line defense,
That
too.
is Erickson's experience on defense as a starter from a couple years ago coming in play. I mean, he picked the ball up, and if Erickson's not there, it's a touchdown, especially with Jackson running the ball.
Oh, yeah.
So now a little life for the Vikings. A little life, and we'll see if they can make that pay off. Down by 21, this game's not quite over yet.
Well, it's not over till it's over, and they have 3 timeouts left. So makes the game more interesting.
Yeah, but, if you're an Ursuline fan,
you hate to see it.
You hate to see it, even if you want a little more interesting of a ball game, because touchdown here makes it a 2-score game with plenty of time left in a 2-score game. Jackson is in the shotgun, though. He has Powell behind him, and credit to Villangelo. They're throwing when they need to, but they're not throwing unless they have to, really. They're running the ball a lot, and that's just the confidence they have in their offense.
The Wildcat right now.
There we go, Jackson in the Wildcat. Motions Powell to his right. Looking for a power. And we saw a lot of Scott Eaton on last Friday and nowhere to go this time. And we saw it last Friday. Ursuline's defense stiffened up on those Wildcat runs to the outside against Canfield. They've been stiff the whole game pretty much against that. And now, 2nd and 10. They actually might have rolled them. They lost the yard. Brings up 2nd and 11, rather. They lost the yard officially to the 40-yard line. Still will be back in that quarterback. Jackson off the field even. Under center. Looking to throw. Delayed handoff again to Powell. Powell with a lot of space. Powell makes a couple men miss, and he's thrown down at the 33-yard line.
Almost went the wrong way.
Yeah, back-to-back plays. Back-to-back plays for Powell. Outside the red zone, he's run delayed handoffs, and he's gotten good yards. Not quite the same result, but it's now 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Quick pass, and it's almost picked up, a cut by Kordovich, and Kordovich is down the sideline and thrown out of bounds at the 1. Oh, I mean, Farrell gambled, looked for the interception. He missed it, and he was almost pushed out of bounds at about the 10. He stayed on his feet, and he was out the 1. And now a chance to make it a 2-score game, and Ursuline can't count their stars yet, and in the end zone.
They got it.
It looks like the 2nd touchdown for the fullback Kanakis, and Hank Kanakis powers in. Excuse me, that's Tim Yanakis, the wrong number, but it's now 27-12.
They're putting in the field goal unit.
And they are bringing the field goal unit on to make it a 14-point game, and that is a killer for Ursuline. The turnover turns into a touchdown. And, credit to Villangelo. They haven't given up, Julian. They got the fumble after the touchdown, and then they scored another touchdown. But D.C. Farrell with the gamble cost Ursuline on that drive. The kick is up. The kick is good.
And saved all 3 timeouts.
All those timeouts. They have 6:23 left. Now you're talking about only needing 1 onside kick, really. I mean, you need 2 if you kick it here.
1 onside and a stop.
But if you get a stop, if you don't get it here and you get a stop and a score, you just need an onside.
And it's coming, too, if you're Ursuline.
So that's what benefits you. But then again, most of the time, in a crucial moment, that onside kick's coming. You most of the time still can't get it. We'll see, though. I mean, Ursuline, the regroup here. Baylog lost the fumble. Do you stick with him if you're Reardon, or I'm not saying you're not going to put him on the field there, but you kind of rotate towards Dunlow a little bit, a sure-handed senior?
I mean, I still go with Baylog. He had a big game, and his first start, mistakes are made. Dunlow fumbled first game of the season. In a crucial time of the game, too.
Yeah, exactly.
So I feel like if you benched him, not necessarily you would take his confidence from him, but you don't want to do that.
Ready to kick it off, that was Dunmeyer getting the ball set. Dunmeyer getting set.
by the Vikings. Dunmeyer
Kicks it up, and it's going to be bounced, falling on by Erickson. And at the 47, Jack Erickson, part of that hands team, gets the ball, and Ursuline starts in very similar field position as last time. This time they're hoping not to turn it over. Hands it off to Baylog. Baylog gets nothing back to the line of scrimmage. 6:13 in counting remaining. And they're going to call, it's going to be a timeout now for the Vikings. They figure, hey, we're not going to let Ursuline run any more clock off since we're down 2 scores. Down 1, you might not take the timeouts. Down 2, take the timeouts. If you can force 3 and out, you get the ball back. A score, you just need an onside kick. It's not probable, but it's possible. And Julian, does Ursuline need to start throwing the ball a little bit here?
No. I feel like you want to take out as much clock as you can. And 2, Baylor's been killing them on the ground. Dudlow has some great runs too, so like don't abandon the run game. It's helped out a lot.
And keeper from Erickson, he's going to surge forward. He gets to the 49, and that's 2 yards past the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and long, and now another timeout from the Vikings.
I see a pass here now. They have 1 more left.
And, yeah, they have 1 left. 6:08.
If that's a timeout.
If that is a timeout, like you said.
Is it a timeout?
Not sure. They haven't ruled anything yet.
Guess not.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't blame them. I mean, Ursuline's fans were not very happy about the clock being stopped, and you need every second to churn at this point. Everyone thought Villa called a timeout.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was timeout
And
too.
they didn't. So they're going to have to – so Villa does still have 2 timeouts. 3rd and 9. They're expecting Erickson to throw here. We'll see if Ursuline keeps on the ground. Power with Erickson. Erickson loses 2 yards, and he's going to be thrown down.
I see the timeout here now.
And they now take the timeout. And I know Ursuline wants to churn time, but this is that. I think that's an example of playing not to lose rather than to win. I know you're up by 14. It's a little different than last game. But you'd have to imagine, yeah, we know it's 3rd and 9. Maybe do a screen pass. Do something that can your playmakers out in space.
And that's still a safe play, too.
And you get a completion, get the ball on the ground. But now, and yes, Villa only has 1 timeout left, and they don't have a lot of time to throw the ball. But Ursuline has a lot of confidence in their defense, so that might just be why they did that right there. Coach Reardon might be like, you know what? We got 5.5 minutes left to go in the game. I have all the confidence in the world in our defense. You know, they've got multiple stops inside our own territory this game already, and this team's a run team. They're going to have to throw the ball to get back into this game, down 2 scores with 5 minutes left. We'll make them use their second timeout. Make them use it so they have 1 timeout left and have to throw the ball a whole lot to get 2 scores. And that would just even tie the game. And there's no guarantee. And that kicker did not look sharp kicking extra points. He barely snuck it over the upright the first time. So that makes you get a little more confidence at Ursuline.
Can you see the fake?
We'll see.
Potentially. I doubt it.
Maybe. We'll see. Snap to Frasco.
Straight punt, too.
Straight punt. That's going to pin Villa back deep. It's going to bounce down to the 10. Down and out of bounds at the 1-yard line. CJ Frasco looking like Matt Ariza out there, pinning them deep.
That's the best possible bounce you could get, honestly.
CJ Frasco.
The perfect punt.
Punts that ball 60 yards. Rolls all the way out the 1. We saw that ball bounce. We saw the ball bounce at the 15 and saw it rolling. We're like, this has enough steam to get out into the end zone. But it bounced out of bounds at the 1 at the last second. And now Ursuline's defense is forcing the Vikings to go 99 yards just to make it a 1-score game. And we still only have 5:29 left.
Here I can see the quarterback sneak.
Just to get some space. Just to get some space. But then again, if you get stuffed, you're back at the 1 with 2nd and 10. You got nothing. You got to throw it at some point. But I feel like they're going to run it right here. You know, not like Ursuline throwing the ball on first down and 10.
Honestly, if they took a shot though, I wouldn't put it past them.
Well, the thing about this though,
hitch.
They have to have enough time to throw it down the field, and a holding in the end zone to safety. Any penalty in the end zone to safety. Looking to throw down the field.
There it is. They took a shot
down the field for Jackson, and it's going to be over the head. Bo Jackson had his man Farrell beat. If he catches that ball, it's probably a touchdown.
Yeah,
and
him by a step.
And you know, they saw Erickson's 98-yard touchdown to Taylor, and Stubble said, "I'll try doing you one better." But I think that's been the story of the game for the Vikings. The inability to make those deep throws for Stubble. He hasn't had a good one yet.
I see the quarterback sneak now.
And they're going to hand it off up the middle to Powell. Powell gets stuffed, and Powell at the 1. He just got out of the end zone. He just got past the goal line. Now 3rd and 10, and it's hard to imagine
Villa lineman.
And if you're Villa, you got to punt. You can't punt this ball if you don't get it. I know you. We'll see what happens. It's 3rd and 10 from the 1. Villa needs to throw this ball. But then again, you might have to run the ball just to keep it in 4th and manageable. Looking to throw. A little hitch. Fake hitch. This time he has him, and he has Kortovich at the 40. He's down the sideline. He's 99 yards. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown.
He ran the stop and go.
99 yards, the stop and go, and Villa Angela down by 8. What have we seen in this 4th quarter?
And the stop and go worked for that one.
The stop and go worked before for them.
Yeah.
But this time, Stubble hit him.
They connected.
This is the first, and to Stubble's credit, he's underthrown that ball, he's overthrown that ball. When he needed it the most, he made the throw.
And honestly, Farrell's came up huge in this game, so it's just a minor mistake. He didn't expect it. We don't see that a lot from him.
But then again, if you're Farrell, you got to let him have that. You got to let him know, hey, even if that's a first down, they still got 90 yards to go. We cannot let us get beat on big plays like that. That's a Villa Angela school record. It ties a school record, even if there is another 99-yarder. Kick is up, and the kick is going to be good, 20-27. But here's the thing for Ursuline now.
We have a game in Marlington.
One timeout. And like you said, we have a game at Marlington. And this is – I'm speechless. And it's because we saw a speechless play from Canfield on the trick play last week.
Right.
And we've seen 20 unanswered points put up for them. And here is a update from the Struthers Lake Catholic game. Struthers scored with 10 seconds left to win the game, 28-25.
Yeah, we've seen 3 scores in about 5.5 minutes.
It's crazy. I mean, you thought Ursuline's defense was played well all game, have no problem predicting a 27-0 lead with a quarter left. And right now, this game could go into overtime if Villa Angela gets one more stop. And they have all the momentum right now. But you know what can thwart that momentum? A first down. Because Villa has one timeout. Villa has one timeout. They're going to stop the play once, and they're going to hope that they can get a stop.
Like we say, right, it's not over till it's over.
It's not, and we'll see.
Do we see the onside kick here, though?
You do, because you have one timeout.
Maybe.
There's no guarantee you get that ball back. There's no guarantee you get the ball back.
That's true.
With one timeout and all this.
4 minutes left, 4:40.
Dunmire's looking for the onside kick potentially.
I don't see the onside kick, honestly. I think they're going to kick it off, yeah.
They are going to do a little squib, and I'm a little confused here trying to beat the onside. Going to be picked up by Farrell. Farrell puts a move on Farrell, puts another move on. He's thrown down at the 35. He weaved through traffic, and if he broke that last tackle, Farrell would have had another touchdown for Ursuline. And, you try to get them caught off guard in onside kick formation with a little squib, but you're counting that Ursuline, who has guys 10 yards past you, won't be able to get it. That was wild.
Almost ended up bad for Villa, honestly.
So back here is Erickson with Baylog.
Oh, he moved.
And they're going to call a flag on Farrell. He falls. Ball starts, and the whole Villa crowd and their bleachers, they're going crazy right now. I mean, and rightfully so. You scored 3 unanswered scores, and and that's it. You scored 3 unanswered, and you have all the momentum on your side, and that even helps even more.
At least it's first down.
1st and 15.
Yeah, at least it's first down. We can do a lot.
Hand off to Baylock. Baylock looking for the outside, looking for the edge. He has the edge, and he makes a cut. Baylock's still up. Baylock pushed out of bounds at the 50-yard line. He tiptoed this sideline. He cut inside, and he got up a first down, and no one's going to be mad about stepping out of bounds there because you got the first down.
20-yard run.
And you said it. You took it out the words out of my mouth. Baylog well over 100 yards now. Ursuline going with 4:28 left. Hands off to Baylog again, this time up the middle, and he plunges forward for 5. Joe Baylog making it 2nd and 5, and Coach Rotsky calls a timeout.
What a great start for him.
I mean, after the fumble, way to respond. He fumbled it, and then got the ball back, and Erickson's limping a little bit, it looks like.
Maybe his shoe is just off.
So, hopefully. And there was no contact there, so that makes you a little worried. Maybe he just rolled it. Hopefully he's okay. He's still favoring that right ankle, and he's grabbing it, and he's trying to walk it off. But, a guy like Jack Erickson, he's not coming out of the game for anything. And let's talk about this, though. Ursuline's crowd is silent. And there is 4:20 left. 27-20, Ursuline leads Villa Angela St. Joseph. And this is how good this Villa Angela team could be. They lost to Kenston by 28, 49-21 earlier in the year. And then they beat them by 30 last week. They just have to deal with penalties and mistakes. 4:20, no timeouts remaining for the Vikings.
2nd and 6.
Excuse me, they have 1 timeout remaining because they didn't call that timeout before. You're right, 0, Julian. I'm sorry. Ursuline has the 1 timeout. I get confused because they're not saying, it doesn't say
Dukes.
Irish and Vikings, it says Dukes. So they have no timeouts. Clock is rolling. 3rd and about 5 now for Ursuline. And I think this, if you're within a yard or 2, it's 4-down territory. But if not, you might just punt the ball deep. We'll see what they do.
But do you see a screen here to Farrell?
I see. If you're throwing the ball, I see a completion. I see nothing. I see a short completion.
Man-to-man across the board, honestly.
Easy pass.
I feel like they might just go with the run.
We'll see. There's 10 seconds left on the play clock now.
Try to get a silent hard count,
Snap, hand off to Baylog. Baylog makes a cut. He's still on his feet, and Baylog is thrown down at the 41. They wanted a horse collar.
Or even a face mask, I thought.
I thought they wanted a horse collar because it looked like they grabbed him inside the collar of the jersey. And the horse collar doesn't have to be the back of the jersey. It was any part of the collar. And now it's 4th and 1 for Ursuline. And they're going to go for it here. Try to get the hard count. They're going to look for the play. And Ursuline, you got to imagine they're going to go for this.
4th and 1, it could be Villa's season, honestly.
You could pin this deep. And Ursuline, what are they going to do? They're going to run the clock down.
I see a quick pass.
And Ursuline's probably going to call a timeout here.
Roll out.
And they call a timeout with a second on the play clock and 2:47 left to go. So, Julian, we're going to keep it here. I mean, if they would have got nothing there, it would have been 4th and 5, they would have punted it.
Right.
They would have pinned them inside the 10 probably, or hopefully for Ursuline, and hopes they make them go 90 yards with no timeouts and less than 3 minutes left. And it's not the same as last time because Ursuline was biting on those hitches. Ursuline's going to play a little safer if they have to guard a 1-touchdown lead. Guard a 2-touchdown lead, you might be able to play a little more aggressive. Right now, 2:47, they're going to have to try guarding this 1-touchdown lead if they don't get it here. But if they do get it here, that's essentially the ball game. Not officially, but almost. So what is your play call?
I mean, honestly, if they go back in that bunch formation, I like a little quick pass to Farrell because it's hard to get underneath that route if it's like a little flare, and he has a lot of speed on it.
Why not just run it with Dunlow?
Honestly, the run is great, too.
Dunlow's not out there, though.
Baylog is out there, and he could definitely get that
honestly,
2 yards.
I wouldn't have been surprised if they just put Dunlow out there as a decoy. And
Right.
knowing that they just need 1 yard.
Might even go
Instead,
on 2.
Erickson has Baylog to his left. He gets a snap off. It's going to be a power for Erickson. Erickson has the first down. He slides down inbounds, and the clock keeps rolling.
That just might be.
And they stop the clock. And,
For the change.
And they say the clock needs to start rolling. They're going to wait. And they roll the clock. And time is ticking. Jack Erickson smartly slid down inbounds, and that's what you get in the senior quarterback. He got the first down on the power, and he slid down inbounds. And they're going to run this clock down to 1 second every time, essentially.
Yeah.
And this is going to take them probably under the minute-and-a-half mark, even if they get a 3 and out. Probably bring them under 1 minute. There's just 2:16 and counting. 8 seconds on the play clock. Going to be around the 2:05 mark when they get it off. Power for Erickson again. Erickson up the middle. Erickson's going to keep his legs churning. Erickson at the 30. Erickson at the 25. Erickson at the 23. And he has another first down, and Ursuline has iced the football game. Erickson kept the legs churning and held on to that football for dear life. Jack Erickson hasn't run the ball a whole lot today, but he did a good job there, and he got a free 15 off the pushes. And now 1:56 and counting. And Ursuline will take a knee if they had to here, so they're going to go one more first down, and that's it.
While we're away in the unexpected extended break, the Irish going for it on 4th down, and Jack Erickson.
We'll see what they have. Dunlow is in the backfield. Maybe he's the blocker for Erickson at this point. Keep the ball in your senior quarterback's hands. They do. Dunlow blocks, and Erickson has no success this time. He loses a yard, and it's going to be 2nd and 11. 1:23 and rolling.
All I got to do is just hang on to the ball here now.
And this is it. This is the ball game, Julian. They have 30 seconds on the play clock. It'll be at 40 by the time they get the snap off, and the play will take a couple seconds. This is the ball game. Ursuline's going to win the football game. 1 minute exactly and 18 on the play clock. So unless Ursuline throws an incomplete pass on 1 second, this game's over.
Yeah.
And Ursuline moves on. They're going to face Chardon in the regional final. Last time they faced Chardon was 2 years ago at Chardon in the regular season, lost by 9 to that state champion team. Erickson takes the knee, and they're going to have one more play on 3rd and 10. And the crowd going crazy. 35 seconds and counting. Ursuline just needs to snap it once more. Actually, they're not going to even have them snap it once more. 26 seconds and counting. Ursuline moves on. They defeat the Vikings of Villa Angela St. Joseph for the 2nd time this season. And what a ball game we witnessed, Julian. A late push from the Vikings, but it wasn't enough. It was actually too little too late.
Yeah, Villa, valiant effort, honestly. They put up a great fight, right? It's not over till it's over. Hope to see him next year at Ursuline. Move on to the next. It'll be against Chardon.
And that'll be a fun one, Julian.
Last time Ursuline played Chardon was
2 years ago.
Yeah.
The year they went to the state championship game. Both teams did.
Yeah.
And Chardon was the only team that ended up winning it out of the two.
And they won the game, I believe, too.
Chardon did win, yeah. Chardon won against Ursuline by 9. It was a heck of a game. So, listen, we're going to talk about this real quick. Give me your final thoughts before we wrap up, and we're going to interview Joe Baylog for you guys.
Joe Baylog, what a day.
He's the man.
Yeah. Over 100 yards rushing
He's the
your
man
first
right
start.
now.
Filled it for Christian Lynch, right? There's a lot of speculations about that. And Villa, you put up a hell of a fight. Great football program.
But Ursuline proving that it's not just about a team's success in one season. It's about multiple years and building that culture.
Right.
And culture might have won that game for Ursuline here. We know skill did, but culture might have also factored into that a little bit. And, we got Chardon next week, Julian. I will not be here, unfortunately. Got YSU basketball has a home game, so I am there. We'll have someone filled in, but Julian will be there. I will be getting text updates on my Apple Watch. I can tell you that much, whether it's from Julian or someone else who's here. It will be a site to be determined, and the winner of that game will clinch the regional championship. For Julian Johnson, I'm Tim Corso. This has been YSN Live.